The voice of the people.
Sam Payetia. Obayansa Bosuo Mundia one kana Sam. They mouth to Sam Kakrewa Supreme. Yo, Kofi, oh my, a woman. Oh, money, a mama. Give baby, I call. Watch out, I warren. One song, one in pa. As I did power of you. Yamo Embera. Free and yara sitting 2.1 if our decisions abusuafo for yamamo achi yamamo ha yamamo akwaba in your respective time zone and chair honey de bro Ejidi se odun for na daruma ene obi aho ye Manucho Maganda Magandi Margarita La Molina Mempemi ho asem Worcester Massachusetts. It's already seated. Midi Eddie Noah Opoku Jamfi. You can choose to call me Opo National. And if you had a thank God it's Friday, you say I late ya check Ken Fredericks. Thanks for letting us know. Na mo fan chen and I catch them say na ye tenetin mfidie nim tian running ne na ye mo adwuma. Thank God everything is set now. We want to serve you better, give you quality programming and of course even better sound quality. Manucho atenase na na if you day and na freestyle. Ebedin Komo Frances Punamani, thanks for joining us. And Joe Cooper also are joining. Best as all join your Facebook now watch share video no. Now be also to me any share. And if you are that Manucho atenase or tenase fiada or tied in your mabiba or tie in century no. Nti se Manucho tenase fiada na wa obe meseno na ade ya fa ko enche Kalusha Ken Kalusha so baba be kan ho na ye nyina ya kan bom na edi dwumadie no edi abro until once again mo fan chen say ye late na SSA ye ya nisa na SSA ya nisa but ye shamo boss say fi next week ko de bibia be din na app no so mo amu use iPhone na any Apple product no nyame yadma hopefully ye IT person no na would disappointing and what is say born echi wa ha but hopefully ibia ebetimi I am ready by this weekend. Now, Mon said to me, Aka, inti yenkipi and fingers crossed. But nonetheless, we have come and we have come. Yaba na chesa yaba. Manu.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mama Kai and Radia Kalusha. Yeah, said we say Sutrasia.
No, 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 me shaman of one him say, Yaba saying I send me 255 shares. Inti me shamo bia. I mean, say Manicho is on. So they have to wear everything that they have so that they can come on, so that they can all enter each other. You can have intercourses. You can slide over each other. To make sure that you put it on very, very well before you attempt to do anything untoward. And it's never true like a COVID cry. Say no to me recover. But as for this one, big man no day inside it to meet Chiakolachi penny once you are doing it. So a very good morning to our numerous cherished Appetite listeners, appetite just one more dent to say when won't to me no. I'm not more casa say no say a very good morning, very good afternoon, very good evening. People in Qatar, Doha, Azerbaijan. I mean I have a friend in Azerbaijan. I was wondering how he got himself over there, but I say more day. Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. A very good morning. You are on TGIF. I mean the whole week Wabra. I mean this is the final stretch for people who are doing 5 straight days. It's a final stretch today, so pick up the pieces and make sure that you join them together, shake it well, then drink it deep.
And then the brain. But I want us to start the show with your stick.
Yes, I mean
Eric Betran we are no about Johnson.
That is why sometimes I'll change a crown because
it's almost Eric in Tiamfa Eric
is the one who gives me the motivation. Oh, Madam for yeah, Daniel gives home or send him away, be not so percent worker. I say 1 week old bride best court to dissolve marriage, says husband's manhood is too big. 1 week old bride best court to dissolve marriage.
1 week old bride. Not just so be oh yeah wedding and a warrior now what trip pepe. Hana yeden.
I say court and a man quina young warrior because you can bear man is too much.
I know new stake on of it.
Exactly. So I said him say dilemma and I'm a dream say what is my thoughts on it.
Mama first to Anamuza no cra.
Oh.
Say Manucho. I say Daniel Holmes then
Graves. Daniel Holmes Graves.
Yeah, but Edina Namba. Dot. No, I say
I may take into
1 week old bride begs court to dissolve her marriage, says husband manhood too big.
Yes. I will be some say my take on it. Some say I wish it for my take.
Wow.
Say I mean Bema is a good say I mean and a couple of swash and son more worry and answer say it's not good. What do you think?
I will stick.
No, my take is your take and the uncle.
I will stick.
My take is your stake.
No,
your stake is
that
my
segment
take.
Is specifically for you. Into car.
I don't want to interactive.
Maybe say.
No, but you wanted evidence, circumstantial evidence.
No, let me person who say wow stake now said that yes.
What I say after dick out and what you say I never lie.
Or if you say interviewer I hear no. Nana Ebuane Abeku Santana.
Exactly. I was saying conforce say I will or you gay.
Exactly. I was
one alpaca.
One alpaca. Go for ben. I wanted to be sure say Nyankro also Nkrofo say
Manicho stay Nkrofo send me a message pa say Manicho.
It will be say
this is good for your
take. Your bar.
Yes.
And wa court.
Yeah.
And o sere judge no. Punko to je nsa guni sayem. And o pa judge acho. And a judge say aden. Was many mikunu warrior na otwini na mikunu be ma no so ntimi gwa warrior man.
Yes, my husband's childhood, neighborhood and manhood. When say all the hood ubetimi akaba ko de oka na go ba hwe wanim. My childhood, my neighborhood and my manhood. All the hood words. Well, and see what do I think on this? I'm saying it's an interesting one. I mean, you speak purely on a religious point of view, then people will not get it. But I know go away and be brave.
You speak purely on religious point of view,
and I want a bad day for some very good reasons, you know. But generally, morally, I want to put it out there, like inadvertently.
So in your stake, in your take, you know, then I will work out.
Being surprised.
But I'm surprised, seriously.
Yes, on the wedding night, be careful that you are not surprised. You can't be surprised. You see,
Christopher Question semen chairman.
Mr. Major Sopa.
What say the other was say. Undina tembi because who's one who fitakrade.
Oh yes.
So Christopher Question.
IT campaign. It was good meeting him yesterday. We had a lot of discussions. At the right time, they be good ponso. I think the guy is deep. He's deep rooted. I mean, Italy has into what him say. He has the best of both worlds. He has very innovative ideas. I'm just saying one should put them to practice. It will go a long way to help us, help our country, and help every person, help God too. In that regard, but once you are happy, God is also happy.
Back to your stake.
Yeah. So it's
test you. I'm with you.
Oh yes, Ken Frederick's not testing me.
I can't say.
For dear bra. I mean, being surprised on your wedding night, either it is too big or too small. So some of these things are very dangerous.
Now, Obano Okoka court to Sano. None are doing anything.
You say this year, not doing so bit me, but I
am Maya no Obi Bemerson. Court warrior man because we couldn't be mesa.
Exactly. One say Obi show how to understand women. Volume pa basel no you can't book me until Mwasi. Me chance start be me ye wo ba bi so akofia obe frame sa. I tried it on another woman no bomb pim ja who prame. One chance idea no nim say who prame. Ono me say Charlie.
What say? David Tobuasi.
Me say na mo style bi pa me ya me mom.
Me dey say now ndi ze ni hobi.
Oh still honum. Now say me can in report in the past. In the past there was this
ndi style bi
me was style bi.
Odi ye oba bi.
Exactly. Onene gia mokofie cry the whole night man from hey manucha dey me there e more the rough. Me do cry na
boatin wo Canada was wa manasre sa oh tibom.
I say more the rough na say Sana discover how to make every woman happy. Na me nya ba.
Enti oba ne frɛ na obo abaso no wonim say menya the antidote the anecdote
exactly
and not just no be boa ma oba bia ne be hye bia ne beje
exactly says see an cry there I don't have to me yet obeba you say won worry there you can flirt tim say me flirt here no mo ka me so na menya afoforo bi me try me call man no bomb pam jai who me I will taught you that one you know because you're not a woman we dey men you build your baby and bufu be fu na sure be boy some cry so wow that means I can never understand women I dey matter me boy perfect and come dey call ye we no obi so bo me ti imagine won't you almost say that I mean somebody will tell you that the bigger the longer the sweeter obi so say the shorter the slimmer the nicer on say nti dey bia no the variations but this time around no little advice I mean I dey want to go see with them for life dear be sure you know your warranties and your because when you non return policy all other things been correct
and some me do I say me take a sip of water
exactly
some no so because
exactly
my din am sure sir
your non return policy now products when who before I better you can be surprised but the other side and so a dilemma say we so we social so a bone be ka me kwa dia opo anke yanko so
kan ko dia hinso
say maka mistake na wie
o se oba bi e de betu wanim say and what the story naturally in fact is true your friend was saying
Daniel Holmes-Graves
yes and I see court she's begging court to divorce her marriage simply for the reason say nikunu manhood
yes
but you haven't given you ma thought to be out
mama me thought be
o thought to no say
I spoke like
obi son chance the man say you suffer
yes
and now that suffer as Anti-galamsey sorry and New Christian Baptist Church now down and now oba wa sorry bad the problem we have to anima
yes
they will catch us sorry as of man say and if you no kro bi answer her
no men ka some son hwe say o say there are some signs be ma de hwe nkrokromoti e bi nkra de krokromoti hwe e bi kra de okon They are little signs.
Obi at your Facebook. I don't mean just see for sex doctor. Was it Manucho the sex doctor?
SD. Oh, we grab. So I should be my con. Send a trainer out to move away there. You move to come on. Only a day. Then easy.
Oh my goodness.
Easy. Obi grab your committee.
It's mama scenario.
Yes.
What does suffer Santibio?
Unscientific methods are making. Yeah, so David.
That's how I'm saying you're a pastor.
Yeah,
I'm putting you in so far scientific
position. To use the scientific methods. Yeah, she prakrono kon. National more. National go kromuti.
I don't go kromuti no say the measure.
Go kromuti the measure.
But minimum be and go kromuti titia ketu and so
I don't know from outliers no. But more often the go kromuti tia taitia. Now
you are talking to a church. You are talking to a church. What would be your advice?
Make sure more unscientific methods in some use. Me the obeti me the anka soche. Me the idea about fun for life there. A lifetime.
And Eric here is bedrew her in some few minutes.
Oh okay.
Leanne.
Oh okay.
That's Leanne bedrew her in some few minutes.
Maybe about obeti me aboy.
And ko drew her and can take radio and can Leanne drew her and san anka. What can because oh no you no invite
yeah I get you time no day
and then late when him say Eric trouble your Facebook
say na check
what you didn't say late commerce association
yeah panic
but this week we've been on time only today and na program you do to him say you do move video near yeah tuning up machines because a lot of updates were required until we needed to do them until you rounds and your man does even the console no cry you means it needed a new software
exactly
a whole lot of things and then run also yeah and no say modern technology console no computers ni call no it me try because the console has Bluetooth.
Yes.
Until the for news no matter for the radio didn't go off
completely
for a long.
You couldn't speak through the microphones, but I mean to play music now there we had software to really get.
It's more fun change. Say late. Couple of messages. Nanka Leon Unity studio hana because next Friday. Frances say you are late today.
Yes.
And Eric and then Ken Frederick say you must be charged though. You guys came late.
Yes.
Opo Manucho.
Na be ma de sanka be late yo. If you come too early, but they won't find chain. That's what is coming. You're about late, Uncle. We are men. You see, we have to come late. But where the move and chain, once a while, it's
no one I'll say you can understand women. Now the other man baby and any G won't me now.
Also, bomb my pump me can my pump me or bomb my pump. You should know where I was hiding. Where my we can imagine where my head was. Hey, man. So it's bomb my pump man.
Maybe if you
be me, no, I say Guinness, not the man who I say I draw line, I say Guinness. Name there, no. Guinness be that man.
Who you do it, child?
But my pimp still am here.
Ken Frederick says, great intro by Manucho, but Oppo is always against it.
Maybe.
Stephen Owusu say, watching live from Mississauga, Ontario. A very good morning to you, Magandi Manucho. Chris Quasin says, good morning. Nana Boateng so Asresa or Canada. Eric Kwacho Hennessy, Latecomers Association of Unity Radio. Yes. Oh, Eric, Yedika Chim said, and then no still a Facebook setup near Ding Nakrani. Computers ni took very long. Ebimu Hokra, IT person, BSUSISA, hardware no near a whole lot of overhaul. Inti Mfancheng. Eric once again says, Manucho, Oppo is enjoying your steak today more than any day. Look at his smile. Oh, no, sorry, Mamencha Makunta Kwakuya Boa Akunta is watching us. Wama Makunta Sranope. Yeah, so grateful. Yeah. Ken Frederick say Manuchu made I will test before the wedding. And I said my distance is not. Hey, who Ken Frederick squad the Ocha Manuchu. My distance is not small, but average one, but thick. Imagine, my wifey, then my girlfriend was traveling 10 hours for it.
Wow.
What's the time no? No worry, no. Yeah. The girlfriend, 10 hours. Car, 10 hours.
Just come and take it and go. Boom. So you can imagine, tomorrow they muda. Because that time they were even separating. But because this thing is really a serious issue.
And Adum Binti say Manucho the sex doctor.
Yeah, it's
Nana Boateng Canada. Nana Boateng say Manucho, you are the best.
Maybe so.
It's Canada for Juatum. Say Nana Boateng ya Jutumwa.
And they are bad for
Canada.
And they are
customs for Kromumi Zahe.
I say champagne cock. You say po. Me tuefim. I say champagne cock. I say bottle him. I fa pepper. I chip pepper. But say son channel. And yet a question now. Say highly po. That's what's not what I do. Now make sure how tight it is.
How tight identity? Nana Boateng say woman has stress what yashi.
Oh yeah, but you see a serious issue so a lot of marriage.
Emmanuel Aduma, thanks for joining us on Facebook. Yes, mo joining Anamwashe and freestyle. Yes. We're looking at issues at Ghana, but before that, Manuchu taking interesting. Yes. But as we wait for beautiful lady here, the whole world, Obetana radio issue. Now, Ubia Pese, Ubia, with the Nana Misha, my girlfriend, Minim Sam irritated about no way my girlfriend, a Rama, yes, a Cabiniza hair. And then I meet in the interview on a pair. Is that Ahoju TV?
Oh, okay. Ahoju
TV. So, yeah. Now, Mama Serenessa,
how she started another anyway.
No, she told the host about her story near day, but how she started getting into the movie industry, how scared she was and all that. Yeah. But in short, I'm just trying to say, Leon,
very beautiful.
But me don't want to change.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But Leon, you
know my stick. When I like women who are very natural, who are beautiful inside out.
Until Leon, but now so I know I to say Rama of Akabeniza. I won't say Rama will be a later did I know many. Me asori penny kofieje edin komo and I'm going to asori penny say oh a Rama dia my girlfriend oh na me cry away what's it oh girlfriend me my girlfriend.
That's interesting, you know.
I don't say you
she's very attractive.
A Rama dia me call Ghana me call shano me cry I said and e grows and
we
are trying since
after the COVID.
Yes. Send COVID na ka Unity Radio care their cabinets are more about COVID-19
we need to bring them.
Yeah.
I mean
Enti I'm trying to say Leana acquire Sabi.
Yes.
Also girlfriend no Akabeneza money woman movie need your ma.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to say Eric Kwacho hene. Leana where is my girl?
You be so.
I mean him say Kent. So last time Kent Frederick also said something about
mention her.
And the Eddie kind of two him say Manucho Sabi on your bar.
I'm not a woman, not at all, not in a million years.
Thanks for joining us, Ruth Opon.
Because I'm a pemapa.
But when him say Baby so Hana, Bemon in the year, Juman in the environment, and so they are not outside. So.
Oh yes, I mean it works well. So that for the sake of the job, if they are fighting, I'm a production kofum. And you have to be seeing the person all the time. Maybe I can pay me but from a lot of cons are mine, pros and cons, and the cons outweigh the pros. It's better they have different environments, because when there's the relationship is not working and also there's stress on it, it shouldn't affect their job. You should give them that relaxing atmosphere. But hey, there's nothing wrong with it.
And some money being as I experience now, but this is very shocking. Who's taking them? Until Eric say, who say Masri was taking Musa, but because
a lot goes into the stake. You know?
Eric say I will sponsor all the Uber she takes. Who put her?
Yeah.
Auntie Leanne.
Yes. Uber no.
Over
$50 $50.
And to say to me, I convert it to ska.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Until Leanne be doing this here.
Until about 25 or quite 25. Until they be $50.
You see your problem. Your problem is you have a manager who will not even sponsor your taxi.
Myself,
but will sponsor a ladies Uber every day.
My manager Eric.
And no and say dreadlocks and Anopa Bosuo.
It be so.
And camera that's super. I say dreadlocks and Anopa Bosuo. You know which one. Ken Frederick see Opo there. You don't know I'm fighting Manucho over Erama. But Opo whatever Manucho love, I also love.
Yes, we have something in common.
Yeah, my Manucho so on him Erama.
7 million underground.
Oh, Leon now say
yeah.
One manager be ko ho.
I'm cry bedroom. You nyan start here be bedroom. Maybe a jack of all trades, master of none. Me pemba ni nyaba me pobia.
Meaning
me a jack of
you
all
got me
trades,
confused for a second. You got me confused.
Oh, exactly. That's what it's meant to be. I've said everything, but I've not said anything. Oh, and them start starting na me and my canny nyans men can't share. Oh, but they are beautiful ladies. They are beautiful, beautiful ladies. I say me permis fruits. Won't I mean shada and yes specific say we make cocoa tuntum tia ten in our cassia tiantia. I say miss fruit, you know. But this a woman, Charlie. Every man should die for on any given day. It's a mistake, you know. I mean that's the dilemma. But to me the obenya anka. But okay, sorry they are used. Some metosia macho. Shebema niko chromotisha ne kon national.
Me yeri si me kanjo say.
Understand.
No. I say there. What tra Akabeniza?
So
I say Manucho, you pass Akabeniza. Medi. What they say? Say they will see us.
Say medi manager Akadia and the Abano. Say me met me up on the end of Majatum. And they say they may do. Medi me do now.
Okay, Manucho, Leon Ba will go back to your stake.
Exactly.
Or text me. Also into video. But
yes.
Before that, me pesa uma a futu are now day man say. Because this is a real story you showed me.
Story.
Oba koware bema. Okoshia bema na omoko die no. And I say court mu aware no.
She's trying hard.
Aware so say for better for worse. Until am bisa say we sofo asante bi anopa yi. Nti tuyefo a want me ankan you.
Say asem we heading. Sofo kra o ka che sofo kra be heading. They will somebody I'll try to
from religious point of view we are suffer no pay
good
and now was everybody sa wa sama de betu wa be kan atu anim there na be
make a chance enter say bompa na nyame ma ne obetumi age
nti say wa wurema wie onye den
we wurema wie
say na story net here
exactly. Oh yeah, she's been there, she never saw it, she never tried it. It's after 1 week, you know, every sexual battle is a nightmare for her. She can't. I said what should be pleasurable is turning to a pain for her. So for her, the ultimate is to just walk out, because the more she tries, the more she's having pain. Too much pain to size.
Uncontaining. How manage?
Me de nyaminti on contain Yankopon be man one day. Man de ayena krankra. Nyame be man one day.
I better get used to right? With time, right?
Yes, with time. So to not be easy, but obi so ti baby so bomb pies na ebi na me hwehwe obi nyampe. Na hwehwe so na hwehwe so nya.
Do nya so ampe.
What's me years of ya de make say omia nani. So for na worry opegu no but obi ko ne chose be ye mia wani. But for me, and I make myself, me nyanka social dear. Me the idea of begging for life dear. I don't believe in taking a chance. I don't take chances in my life. For life dear.
Yes, life is full of risk. And if you don't take chances, how do you take risk?
No, I would such risk for life. And I know I'm catch you about.
You are not talking as manager.
I'm talking as a person. And I'm catch you my judgment say. Oh, nyane ho, Nyankopon be ma ayenya me di ombon pai. Angels will be operation on her and open it small for her to contain. Why you don't believe in God? The angels will descend.
I very much believe in God.
Yes, so the angels will descend. Or that, we saw that I said, I made your operation on her. No, be a mukakraman.
There be me say, until we to adbe mobile.
Say until now, Mama Ninja.
Na angel, Mama ya de.
No, but say, I may be a mukakraman.
Kalusha, or Kalusha.
Kalusha mention, you know, I cannot name baby. For me, dear, and I'm catching say a good cooker or good in bed. I would choose a good in bed. I wouldn't compromise on it.
Yeah, and okay.
And to know she's good in bed, I have to be sure. I have to test and see. Me test it, yeah, mem swa.
They say that when you suffer, what my suffer answer now is you are about to manage.
Yes, suffer the day. Make actually say me weni, and you be enjoy it. Ebi anokwa kofu kura so chen we. Won. Now soon can share.
Eric say asem na okano. He likes the seriousness on your face.
Oh yes, I'm very serious with this.
Serious, yes.
When it comes to sex, I don't joke. I don't joke with sex. Sex is very good. So you when you are talking about, you have to be serious. You can joke with anything, but not sex. Do you joke with sex? Obo, have you been joking with sex?
Are they on your program now?
Kalusha, come and sit here. No, come and sit here.
Answer. Leon will do.
Leon will come and sandwich us for us to have a person. Me no near Leon. So come and have a chair.
Obana say you stick na no Johnny.
Yes, no Johnny.
Enzuni ha. Enra. Tama uko adwuma ya studio ha adwuma. Menene
no Kasa. I know Kalusha.
Wapa macho meja.
The best times is Kalusha is my one-on-one with him.
Wapa macho meja. Eza because maintain bo. Wapa macho.
Oh Kalusha manenkai.
Because ebi an applications in we ba no pay.
So
ma ko say dia aka no. Kalusha meja.
Na okay kura wa kewi.
Osan yo popo ameka.
Manenkai. Hey, for the first time, what prevents you from telling it? Hey, Kalusha, and some day.
Kalu, Debbie.
Kalu manenka.
Oh, stick with more than moon.
If you want to go there.
I said, no,
so Obina on town, Yamebe Yamano. Because the men could tune for songs can chance or one and Kabaka
because most of the time, no, yeah, no man be because one more person, but more say, baby.
Someone don't come by and come back. You know, when we were growing up, this was were not openly discussed. But you call TikTok now, the Ambanica, the picture too, small or big, or super big. We are not say. So for now, I think they are openly discussing their sexuality, what they really want in bed. But the truth is that some two are beyond measure. In all this discussion, Kalusha, I believe you me. A bit of my mistake, pa say massa. One man so answer any day. But no poker says two way we are obey day. Media make out your set now. No cross, no crown.
Now I don't know why besides is it essay. Does it have to go with the size or how the man can be able to, you know?
And they learn a bit to me, Yano. Media. Opo bit to me, Yano. Has it got to do with size or scale?
The scale, yeah.
Opo, size or scale? Size or scale? Now, choose one. You don't have to think.
Wow, do you stick by?
The my mistake.
Size or scale?
Well, Kalusha na the buy. Because sort man me ochina na me the buy, but they are buying the ebeka. Size or scale?
What do you mean?
There are two English words. Just choose one.
A size or scale? No,
a multiple choice of questions.
And then Kalusha, but now me get Kalusha situated
exactly.
For the show. And two questions.
Kalusha say, has it got to do with the size of the manhood or the scale of the man? Which one is more important?
Obana or Soja Warena?
It's links into. I said generally.
Now, let me be so big question. You have moral qualification. We bisa was
na udwane
na wo tim bizo bi and no bisa wo se menka da bisa na ibra menka da
go good in bed menka
wo do probity tie nya bo I was a woman we kra na the applications akoto abonten and ibisa say requirement no po ba oya de
good in bed
or pay me nyina
no and ade no manu to stake no the buy or so you can get the two
exactly like
so be Tina ever support me say
no life
so how you know
Tina
we got test about no one say or a good cook but a good in bed obeja no asa ko try be good so you get one who can give you all the two. Is that your point now? So be nyan you be mo ni nya de won ware na won pay. That's one my lawyer say in this world there unya ko funa unya silver
where's your lawyer account
allow them mepa unya ko funa unya silver unya ko funa so you should have your priority between the two.
That's
say diane and so no exactly bempem de hia and no pen obi ntumi ye bi ma.
I got it.
Yes. But the question that I think it has to more to the lot of women are speaking to, they talk about the skill. Maybe they talk about skill because they don't want to disappoint the men. Because when they say Bema naturally, Bema also win him, also win him.
No, I know that it should be skill. It should be skill.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, skill is very important.
No, but some too. I mean, I wish women could answer. If even it's too small, you think a woman will enjoy it because you are skillful?
Oh yeah.
No. You see?
Yeah. I know that
it should enter some pause. Won't say
what start you or bet na
say lucky man. Opo your idea be say lucky. It is do one man
focus on the show and talk to the engage your viewers and listeners and stop being on the
baba. About your pen ebe oh, I don't think it's all everything.
Yeah, Paul. Mistake no way we did that. Weather report brought to you by Dan Auto Repairs and Opay or say enkancho say wiem ebeye kusubanum from abefa ebeye mostly cloudy windy tenen from abefa so around Opay uti baby nua wabun sem from abefa ho. That is how mostly it's going to be for the rest of the day. Ewiaso bebo kakra I know you're from a numero kono but then for the most part ebeye mostly and partly cloudy with temperatures ranging from 59 right now to 61 in the afternoon. Warmest part of the day by 61 degrees Fahrenheit and lowest and coldest part of the day and Jubet is 11 p.m. 11 p.m. we'll be having some showers in Subeto and Juya Kopim say about 2 a.m. best start at 11 at Kopim or China Humachi 2 a.m. Tiana Martian and Swamine, but relatively Ochina temperatures no be lower than ene, but Achina so we are bebo into Ochina be much better. It will be very sunny from Anopa 7 Kopim we are better say 2 and then we enye gidi like we are in terms of we are in shada embo ebeye we are bebo na information na mu na later part no na ye cloudy, so that is how. But and then partly cloudy, the mostly cloudy kopim bet is 3 p.m. If we are 4 honona, we are beboka crab 5 and sign partly cloudy, and then 6 na sign mostly sunny from 6 and 7, 8 na sign cloudy. In Tiana honey ho, it won't be kusu kakra, but said the enra a year foggy in su toy no and yes china ahuma chino ana insu ebeto. So that is how your weather looks like for the rest of the day going into the weekend. Yede ochina de na come home because ochina ye mambe ya Anopa Bosuo say intina meka say ochina maximum temperature ibinya ebe 57, 58, 59. Ti ochina be kwa kudru be say 60. But the most important thing for tomorrow is ochina na wi abebo achende. Tomorrow is going to be mostly sunny achende. So that is how
I'm interested in tomorrow's weather. It's good we are going to have a great weather tomorrow.
I don't know. Are you interested in tomorrow's weather? I don't know. The end of the
oh, and at the end they say, and I'm fine baby or chand them baby. Or chand them you know have two beautiful kids in this country. So I need good weather on weekends so that I can be able to
you don't have to make it only on weekends.
No, I need a lot of fresh air. More maybe I have to do it in an open, maybe a park, and I say baby. That's what I want to do. Here, I want to do it in a park. Tomorrow's weather will be great for me to do what I want to do. Opo, you want further explanation or you're okay?
You want to do what?
I want to make two beautiful kids in this country. Pesem wutu.
This our over there to me make.
No, mean to me nyani ame peno. Star bi na pesem ye na pesem ye no open park. Sem ko pe park aso.
No cho you okay.
Great weather. Oh boy. Tomorrow's weather in here me. Oh, today's weather in here wana.
Me nyi ni say we okay.
Oh boy. Anyway,
Kaluja kwaba.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo. So that is how the weather looks like for today. Dan Auto Repairs 45 Fremont Street. We make us Manuju.
yes.
Nana din krabia mami.
Oh Nana, tell her I miss her a lot.
Osimi nkancho say
My friend.
nya wo kan nyina otie.
Oh Nana.
Watini nyina.
I just say my friend after show my friend. Me know what you mean be. Yeah. Me know what we have a bone to pick.
Okay, Kaluja.
Yes.
Nana so chow.
That's all you can say.
Kalusha, me see na order na okasa akofo ma.
Nana has your number. Nana decided to greet you on this network.
So Nana, me speak be back.
Now we show exclamatory point to be kra mo bia say you are super excited say Nana chow. Kalusha, Nana chow, me genezo. Kalusha, what disqualify who know?
I want us to have a show. Where my Kalusha to move. Kalusha have a to move.
Kalusha.
Opo.
Na Kalusha na to ne bu achia o. Anopa Bosuo so.
Yes.
Hello, Nana.
Okay.
Just watch Nana also. Yeah, we're grateful, Nana. I mean, it's a weekend. We hope to see you.
Nana Asabre journey.
Oh, Nana.
Nana Berima Obrempo Asabre.
Anytime you mention him, I remember this chair. It's a big man's chair. Akunja meeting way.
Nana Asabre akunja no ajeno.
Me cars Asabre and Russian West, Grosstock, Nivskis. I mean, you have to meet. It should be a reunion very soon. A big shout for a reunion. I mean, it brings all the memories that you can never think of. So it's great. It's great to know that such great brains and minds are also watching and listening to us. I mean, spending time with us, and we're too grateful. You're too grateful. Yeah.
Going into the weekend, you know, change crunches and be near to you and I hopeful. So, now yet to me, Oprah Winfrey car be. And on a yin I ever be big from a straightforward sentence near quote to be. Oprah Winfrey as some kind say only now the underlined word here now the underlined word here only and I'm person quote to say oh try to sign only nasi a very paramount to the meaning of what Oprah Winfrey was trying to say, and this is her quote: only surround yourself with people who will lift you higher. Only surround yourself with people who will lift you higher. Share a toda nipa bi a nam, they underestimate you, they look down on you. Okasa obeye ade kra na omadi kan bu abamu ansa na ade no kra what make attempt is obeye. All they want to see is you being where you are. They do not encourage you. Sometimes you wish to move, but they pull you back. Not that they hold you and bring you back, but that they discourage you with their words, with their actions, with their estimations and perceptions about you. Internet they no can say many obi anyaka, because Bible say any nipa nyina ntena yi patwon ho free nipa binum ho a omo emmoa wo nkanko enipa bi a uko onimu ana ye omo ya. Don't be a loggerheads with them, but don't surround yourself with them. Eno ne wuche so who say abrabona wo bono nipa binum a odi wo ho abo omo ebi apese ko onim ade bi hokra wa hu say etwon san wo abrabo mu pese ujai, but because of the company you have, your friends, the people you have surrounded yourself with, untumi njai wa mo to conscience ne omo pe na ye, you always want to please them. You want to do things that will make them happy as opposed to your growth. Internet ye no can say se nipa bi wo abrabo nyonko namfo busua whoever omwa won kanko wa hu se omo twe san wa abrabom wa hu se omo mumpo se bibia ode asi wani so obetumi an obetumi aye They say bad things about you. It discourages you. They look down on you, but you love them. You can't stay away from them. You feel so you can't even make life without them. And we are here to encourage you. Say, abrabono eye bakupe unkwa enu abrabo. Everybody has just one singular life, and you are accountable with what you do with your own life. Your friends cannot account for you. They will account for themselves. Interne going into the weekend no. So whatever goal you have set yourself, whatever aim you have for your life, vision, accomplishment, biya opese wunsaka picture biya what create in your own mind, the image you have in your mind. You know, I have a couple of people, madam for bimenene kasa say Charlie. One in Crawford United because opese ko school kra. They discouraged him and he almost stopped going. And Obin so a baha or try sir obey a can say because we're in your opportunity. The people are on your monam were trying to Masa Charlie and then also jive for a couple of years until say only nipebi shy. Namka said give it a try. Indeed, Chrome Higher country of opportunities. Give it a try. And then he tried it, and unim or started a CNA about Chrome Hano. And oh yeah, nanko through CNA and now person amount for the enough for us at a woman in a party ceremony. What obey so accustomed and so used to them say. So near you memoir. No, if you cry on now. Like always with those friends.
Yes.
Until or take a step back or share or say or nisofoka home.
Yes.
Give it a try. Don't limit yourself to what you can do. We'll move on. Enra, Menisa ni panikasa from CNA to LPN
to RN
to BS to RN to BSN. And ne obaha no ni degree ko ye GED or ye BSN.
Yes.
But the people now on your manam that's who you see.
Yes.
So sometimes the people you work with, friends now don't want bomb. One shake crowd warrior crowd waribi.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
A warrior crowd waribi because my pre-man group and our warrior crowd so lasted. Because omo na betchero de ye wo warim omo na betchero what is good in your marriage omo na betchero chasa abrabo no ayete se omo yiwa adwene na sha omo nsem na omo na dictate what you should do and what you should not do. Interne Oprah Winfrey quotation and na futuo na no show you say only and only, and tell me say underline the word only. If you see the people you've surrounded yourself with are not helping you champion your cause, yes. And toy. Yes. They only use you when they need you because they look down on you.
Yes.
And I also feel say what for superior. Into the and then only surround yourself with the people. I feel so left to people who will see the picture that you yourself have not even seen.
Yes.
People who will encourage you, motivate you, and tell you upon us now, I did with the heading, but we believe you can do it. Kalusha, but I think you can do it.
Yes.
Put your mind to it, you can do it. Surround yourself with only people who are on because and yen nipa nyina na anu omo namo a omo pro yi.
Yes.
E bi pro ahwe ase, e bi wo life mu for what they get from you.
Negative
e bi wo ho because omo yisu. E bi wo ho because they want people to be friends with and betimi manipulate.
Yes.
Nti ene eno na ye no oche. Say surround yourself with people betimi aboa. Betimi hu something unique in you. Something special in you, not people who will always look down on you, underestimate you, not see anything good in you, and always look down on you. And on a very good morning, afternoon, evening to you in your respective time zone. And any word of motivation. Can I say Rich Auto School? Rich Auto School. Adaruma. And Anopa Bosuo Monday through Friday. On my didn't crash some bro. Going into the weekend. Charge sometimes it is very difficult, Manuchu, especially when you have associated yourself with some people for so long a time. that when you begin to you feel the world has come to an end
you don't
for
know
you.
where to start. So
But
you are with them 10, 15 years down the line. You don't see any improvement in yourself.
Say. So, SWOT analysis. Say you see those people as your strengths. So, your strengths and your opportunities. But remember, baby, our strengths. Intina SWOT analysis. And I always like it in my life.
Yes.
Baby, our strengths. Because a SWOT, our strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Inti baby, our strength one weakness and also to us. To one shey na one ya, you might think the people are only omo do. You might think the people are only omo kobane pewasem. But omo ekotena baby, the things they say about you, the way they see you, the things they who foretold on you, no. Uti ano say, hey, my me huntiene, eno ne no che. Ye Kalu, so bibi kakra bi ka ho a.
Now, time I can SWOT analysis, no, and then I may share bibi. We share a strength now. What follows today?
Weakness. Opportunities, threats.
And see, most definitely, I say I'd give you a debut. So,
unse bonyo tare. Akoko you know.
Bile. There's
bile. I think that one thing in a we, you know, yeah. What's Nina? And it's same way a powerful power because nipa bi wo ho a ono monama as a way or more how we say ambitious in their life going forward. Oh, see, we ambitious those kind of stuff na no betumi aboa. But then obi obebu abambia we person obi obebu abambia they just sit back.
Yeah.
Na adie intuition na onya na yina yankopodi man say koye bibi no na san reflect on that one say mentumi nya na. What I say?
Yeah.
Me time na you Ghana see na me a bit pumpy kakra. Say we just park so. You am for here me stature no so. Ontimi those kind of stuff. But I was able to surprise them. It was also born on 1 2 touches because hey, I was only born for that. They look at your touch and see mama obi mbu abam na bia when also ni public cracker sa. So because JSS na me hadi o na maybe ko SS no menya kwa ntwa so because am papa niska na mama niska nti me try.
It is possible.
Enti wo benya be duru na so onya da opportunity na se bibi catch you say unim the level no pursue your dreams our friends are there to support you in some way but the decision for your life no most of the time it boils down upon you. Now what do they make it? It's a very powerful quote say between FMB
Manu. Yeah, I think it's really straightforward. I mean, you're a true reflection of your friends, and if your friends are not pushing you up, then you better watch.
There are two ways.
Yes.
Either they push you up or they bring you back
down. Yes. And what's sharing from, just like we said, Ebia, where you are now. I mean, Ebia, you've kept some friends for like 5 years. They don't say anything. Some friends are even in competition with you.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
And where they are now, they wish you could fall into the same trap. What's your relationship now? Then catch yourself. Interference from friends is one of the number one killers of relationships. Because
why you share your bow krum?
Yes.
Our cry, you are friends with them. They are married.
Yes.
Because they can use you. Say. But the moment I obey what you say, so person worry bino. Said they are going to lose that part of control now over you. Then they begin to
work against it.
Oh, na kofano.
Yes.
Guy way. Yeah. By the time I be realizing now Manucho Beka say we do desperation age.
Exactly.
You accept whatever you are anything goes.
Yes.
Obi baby I say opo. Yeah. So inti say
opo me chano no obi kwa okwakope bibia obeka che say we na akopɛ no there's a question mark no so TV won enjoy
and that's what they do. Even if say from them nyina you see most of my friends they complain about their wives, but 5 years down the line the picture be about to social media no 5 years it has been sweet. God has been with us
social media
exactly. But the same people who Manicho, you don't know women you get yourself no marry now the son and balance me kundo hard dream or say but ote ho on any one bat ho but encourage you say me be men worry men you say Into what life
okay.
Make sure that you are an epitome. People who can say confess kafwa and I say you. Friends who will motivate you. Life, you need a motivator, you need a cheerleader, you need people who spur you on. Only be crowd catchers are money to you get ahead or you forgo. Charlie Booster say day here. You have to do it. I know this person. Why say be. Those are the people you are talking about. Exactly. You're not talking about go and take bourgeoisie friends who are this. You might have friends, they know in this way you know your own abilities. Obu Onuma only with special gifts in the he will talk to bring it down on you. Into choose your friends wisely. Don't let your friends choose you. Because when they decide to choose you, then it's because of one selfish way be. Into piano, you just pull yourself, redirect your focus so that you get it working in your favor.
Okay.
People like Oprah Winfrey, when they are talking, you have to listen.
Yeah.
Because
they've seen it all.
Exactly. So if when they tell you
the beginning of Oprah,
you will appreciate this
life history, then we don't need to talk much.
It is okay to friends around here, no, where the one of the motivating factors and we do be way do ya. Now what here, what Ghana anyway ya. Choose you be a weekend afraid Charlie then ye then. It's not too bad. But if that is all they talk about,
Charles,
you need a redirection.
Charles Swindle Kasim be said me name some year from WhatsApp. Once WhatsApp ya now to me the introduce status to her. And no Adam me profile host me profile status.
Yes.
I will say in life no 10% is what happens to you and 90% how you react.
Yes.
And to that thing I part of me for a very long time. Until that time when I got into so many troubles in 2019, a lot of issues happened. No, you know, sounds Adam can say, Reverend Father Enoch Chermatin. I say no, he's not seen somebody like me. Again, the way I was able to cope with 2 weeks now in summer, kesia miensa and atomy.
Yes.
So until some things you can control, and some things you cannot control. To mean control a problem or two.
Yeah.
Sometimes no matter how perfect you think your life is, and I say how good you are, problem be to me at all.
Oh yes.
Be it
bad decisions,
friendship,
good decisions,
be it our be it a Juma, family,
your kids,
whatever. But how you react to what happens to you,
it's what you have control over,
and not our control over.
Yes.
You see, until there you can connect to say you have friends. We are not saying don't have friends, because friends are important, and friends are vital in life.
Yes.
And that is to say not just friends, but good quote friends. And unquote good friends.
Yes.
Just like
by your own high or low standards.
Good friends are those who will turn up for you when you need them the most. You know, I was telling you about a story.
Issues,
accidents.
They were friends.
And I'll be honest with you, the people that I thought say, I mean, they turned their back on me.
No, Papa, you see, it's a story of the Good Samaritan. You see, it's my biggest story in the Bible that the man was moving from Jericho to Jerusalem. Now, even the demography of the land, the man in life, just said the man was falling from grace to grass. And the pastor was not there, the friends were not there, the family were not there. It took a good Samaritan. I'll come to see it. They will not help. God will bring you a helper. And sometimes friends in it is very biblical. We will be able to Bible dinner say we for people you call friends and family. Not someone just laugh. Know that it's a face.
Yeah.
And Bible they will not be there. Most of them, not to say don't have them, but have a mind.
Bible say
because we will help, but the time your helper will come, I say Ghana, you can say Munji stimulus package, or Munji but Mobiba Nyari operation 10 million. Obi and the pain pon do 100 cities a month, but Obenyo Biabuano. That's why yes, Ghana and no Casano say, Medayamiasi, Yamin Shao, Obi San question, Yanda Yamiasi. First of all, let's thank God. Obita, why do people always talk like them? So you don't understand. Where we live, it is by grace.
As in we
systems don't work.
Yeah.
It's a Germany
nigga Ghanaians are magicians. We spend more than we earn.
Yes.
Yeah. That is how it feels. Inti na no pedi na uche itiawa say wadam for no who saman for the messages
let
me read a
choose your friends messages. And they should push you up. They should believe in you, be motivated. They should be your cheerleaders. Some will be naysayers, some in our lives.
Yeah.
But motivate
they help you. They teach you lessons.
Exactly.
They make you grow.
Yes.
Not only in the physical realm, but in the mentally.
Mentally,
they make you mentally strong.
Yes.
And it strengthens you to the point that I feel be disappointed and how.
Now some of us have gotten to that stage of our lives. But the most important line, I like what you said. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react. You respond and react when they happen. Because maybe I could see
10%.
Yes, you have no control over.
Oh, now one thing, you see, Kalusha did do a nepa or show no so. Yes. that is what has happened. You didn't force Kalusha to insult you, but Kalusha has insulted you. But how you react
to it,
and on the make it you 90%. And on the, you have control. Exactly.
It's a mistake. They be a radio sumpa. We catch us. We maybe saw a very bad question, a very stupid question. But how you answer will bring out the sense in it. Because the background maybe he wants to denigrate you by even asking you, but your reaction to it. Or catch us. Oh, man, to me, I say, "Kruma open mapa." You have to use as much as it's a bad question. How you answer will even make a woman some aqua. You don't control what people do to you or what people say to you. But your control is how you react to what they've said. I think that's the lesson I've learned this morning.
Couple of messages. We stay still messages.
Yes. And then Friday.
I'm call back now.
Chibom special.
Ken Frederick say, Manucho, you have the sense of humor which I'm trying to understand. Hey, I'm laughing hard here. Eric says, Manucho, put all these segments into one video. You have no idea how people are enjoying this. Eric, one I will enjoy. Well, is it a big Nana ya bu achere yo. People say wow. Eric says, I will sponsor all the Uber and the Ken says, Opo, you dear, you don't know. Okay, I know Manucho, you pass Akabeniza, Medi, Meyere Nekasacho. Yes. Ken Frederick say, I wish to call, but Manucho is making my day. Leanne, dear, I want to speak Dutch with her. Okay, Leanne will be here in a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Eric says, I love the seriousness on your face. Opo, increase Manucho's pay. Eric says, size for me. Now we can about size or scale. Yeah. And I'll say, Bedmatics is not football. Skill doesn't come in. Size is all. Oh. Do you believe that?
No. Yeah, I think size is also important.
But scale.
I say Nkrumah. They are not enjoying.
So to me, 360.
Anyway, maybe
now it's now. I say Benkuta. Yeah. That is the skill.
I said bomber.
That's it. It's a ball. Say no, it's a ball. Park so.
But I say average. I say above average, not skill never. But
no, but I think the skill is skill. You know, regardless of the size, I think the skill is also most important.
No, we need skill now. Size.
Why did you say you want a woman who is good in bed? Good in bed means what? So you're contradicting yourself.
Good in Mankasa message. We are talking about women here. Say we are trying to be in.
How is a woman good in bed? We say a woman who is good in bed. Someone say,
helicopter style.
What is that?
No, you can't two things here. Don't say for a woman. I think when it comes to size and scale, like for a woman, because Bermadi, I don't think that if it's too big,
size and scale for man or woman.
Let's situate it well. Say for a man, if the man is also no skill and also no any skill. I think that would be the basis for this.
No, besides size of skill.
Size of skill. A man who is big, but is not skillful. Call you or no appear you are not woman. You know, be I say Nkrumah, but to me,
yeah, skill.
Oh, what side and side? Not
yeah. Okay, back to Manucho dear. Oma Kalusha grant me guys. Oh yes sir. Now no Jambo Amayeka motivational message no born in Sam was say eneya kasa papa. And Royal BBC special good morning to my professionals. Trust you guys are doing great. I come the day by the grace. Happy weekend. Yes. Thanks to you, Opo National, for the motivational message. Okay, answer that's it. Benjamin Ando appear say
yes.
The only thing in life is to have friends who add to your life.
Value.
That's right.
Who add to your life,
yes.
Not only in cash, but in kind,
yes,
and in courage,
yes,
in motivating you, in inspiring you, in bringing the best
out of you.
I
mean, those friends, I don't miss them. You see, I did by Madame Fiwa say very good morning to Ranger Catch him say, Ofu play no babroche no show bi no nim ne da no kokale
Kofi Asabre say yancha osi special good morning to all Ghanaians in Worcester. Nana Asabre so che Worcester fo nyina na Worcester fo ade amoya ama no de mo beda na koma so akopim se obeka ne nsa gu ne bo.
Yes. No nti oka chem say nipa kro no full play no bi san so kwa for first time no say this America is big, but in everything trust you in your intuitions. Once your intuitions you don't ade na kwa no I catch say men ye no don't attempt it. But if you let your friends giving you bad advice before you realize, you will lose it. So let your intuitions, they should add value to you. If the person you are with is not adding value to you, don't waste your time. You end up ruining those missed opportunities. And they say I use that because words are even powerful. Nipa krono oni bi oni say, but your interactions with the person but can you be actually say, I think these are your strengths. Work on them.
Nana is every message you are the other emisary. Nana Asabre mfa no ho bi ma Nana Asabre manu chosi mi misa say
size or scale
bema oni oba gudi mu no size ne hia na scale ne hia enti no ye twa message but message or the bass is here they say it's very good to surround I know it was on the motivational message. I say it's very good to surround yourself with positive people like Chairman Collins and Mame Kunedu.
Yes. Yeah. And it's very important that surround yourself with very good positive-minded people because words are very, very powerful.
Okay.
Memo bimbo abonfia, so they always be giving you negative advice. You see, my job now has allowed me to go to a lot of homes. I'm particularly happy you brought this one, and I'm a very good researcher. Sometimes I ask questions, and I realize that most people they had their very good thoughts and minds, but their friends they did not choose well. Now, as putting them in those states, and this is America. There's always chance for redemption. So one can also change your way. I mean, you can't continue.
It has happened, results, but the 90% is how you
react to it. Okay. How you react to it. That's why I'm always happy for your wife. But then the bon command, I know when you came. I mean, he had to take a chance, and it's really paid off. We'll be able to down for men. Yeah. It would have also been a different story. Surround yourself with positive people, not those because you're there. About BTB, would do Worcester na share. Broni because some say black community.
Na me ne sofu bi kasa ho. Mbese me boss of ni because I say bi any pakro no. Obi who story no. And I see Okachi and say Oban Bekachi and say Oka awari semtina mama do from Okajan say Sofu Mikru hame Mikru akofa girl Mikru say also Okasa sa Sofu so to ne bo ase and o ti no owie no bizan say kame ya bo ban credit also owie no bizan say na o war be man no na nim say o ware not to say some condoning what the man is doing.
Man. You thought you were marrying a perfect man.
Take the imperfection in your husband and make it perfect. Work it out.
It's true.
Usu be jawari no. Me ma jawari sisi ade wo kofa no. Unim do adeba. Because we share ukunu na nante na bia na unim so be say and aba. Maybe that is your temptation.
Yes.
Maybe that is what God because we say for better for worse.
Yes.
Nti minka said you ukunu ye no ye. I'll talk to him. But say is not an option.
Yes.
Because unim nya hokofa no.
Yeah.
Nya obishia. At least this is what you know.
Yeah.
And you've told me so many good things your husband does. I heard there we say man more than 100%. It means why ye nyoma bebre eye.
Yeah.
Ibi ade boko kofa no. The one ukunu more than 100% no. The boko kofa no. Na baby ukunu ya ade no kra 100% no. Na ho no nya 30. Yeah. Nti ebia no nso ne wonso hwa nyamede so ahwe.
Yeah, naturally in life you see our dey be friend fatigue.
So bizan say na ukoware na nimza ukoware so rabofo.
Your condition be friend fatigue. There no matter how precious something is, you get tired of it at a point in time. Marriage is near.
Stephen also see size for him any day.
Oh yeah, I'm wondering what I say. Because I'm a big man. I love little holes. You can't tell me that if it's a big hole, I'm a big man, so I should go for big holes. I mean, size is very important.
No, size no be man na can.
Exactly. Say a reverse na. Obviously, I just say. I mean, obviously, say Baswan. No, you don't know. You don't have the skill.
Men fan ko.
Agreed. You put on come here, Kimba, say yeah, no man say we your bar, wash your skill, and I wash your way. That's why I wanted to reverse it for us to have a sake. But to say near can, I think even with women, size also matters. They sometimes kill our egos. So because if you tell me a man that made your size in here, be a bear man, very careful. Say, hey, where size me? Because it's even relative. Your big is my small. Your small is my big.
Yeah.
your less is my match. My match is your little. Instead no crime no then becomes another debate.
More up to for size ni na. Who some ya rigid on pampa.
So, I say a man.
Nana Ojambo ama ehwe wo boase. Na Pimsign TV general manager osan yo hene. I send my greetings to Hajia Barkisu and my friends in Worcester. Nana say kontonchiku mamponfo amu Worcester nyina. Amu mampon kontonchiku ni mu nyina. Twafo hene asante mampon. Osi enchia mama. Nana Ojam Boama.
Echiano.
Power lady Kona na.
Power lady
Kono.
Power lady.
Asante mampon for no. Power lady.
Auntie Nora Mimiza say, what size are you talking about?
Exactly. I'm gonna say it becomes.
What's the size Ben are we talking about?
About shoe sizes. Exactly. Shoe sizes. Size 10, size 4, size 11.
Okay, we shall move on. Hi, Unity Radio 103.9, and then Friday we have a lot of issues to discuss. Now, yes, here, EDF special prosecutor, so and before no, yes, I will Ghana hospital and some started say I free social point of view. And then Friday no, and I'm money brief because I know what time now for program ni na. Opening back quite friend Solomon Kotei, or a General Secretary of Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, ISU. Now, or the assembly betuju are very worrying. Was say a yapa se Ghana successive government into me share enye Ghana laudable concept our mampani for the buy a national health insurance scheme. Now, or say cash and carry a unity ewo Ghana a threatening health delivery system. The inability of successive government to sustain the laudable concept of national health insurance scheme introduced by Akufo's administration is obviously having negative impact in the healthcare delivery system, as the scheme is virtually on the verge of collapse, and cash and carry resurfaced in all health institutions across the country as a result of non-payment of services rendered by the service providers to government. Manucho.
Yeah, it's a lot of bad news, and so I know very much how these things are really happening. We compare some of the people also have qualms about it, and I've been to a pharmacy shop. He was like, "Who is scam? My mama way near there," and I say so. Virtually, no. I think government needs to do something about it. Unfortunately, the culture of silence I spoke to you about, we a nurse, we a doctor, or public institutions, you can't really be discussing some of these things. But the truth is that when you go lower and deeper, the scheme is there, and I wouldn't say that it's a dead scheme. People are still registering to it in there, but they are owning some of these service providers. They've decided not to even accept. You could be just accept it, or accept it. You have to go for further arrangements. And Kim say it should be improving. They can say UK. They don't joke with health, taxes, and immigration.
And natural.
No, but health.
Yes, we will be exactly. You use America. Maybe a patriot. We love a country. You have for citizen. You can maybe has a system. You came here and spend. Maybe I made the assembly to me.
Where I've experienced the health system.
You use America.
That's I mean,
Majatum. Maybe 6 months first.
Exactly.
6 months. System.
Yes.
Bio.
You know. Bio.
Bio. Localize here.
Majatum. Yeah. So in principle, you feel Sanka.
You for moon use American.
Oh yes.
We have British media.
Yeah. I agree. I can't have any other reason. I agree that it's more. I should more situate it here to make it more beautiful. Say, Kufoya then maybe around 2001, 2002. We should have bettered it. It started as a NHIL. Now you see an HMI scheme, which is the whole Ghana any idea, which is brilliant and beautiful. But the truth is that local hospitals now, if you do micro analysis of the situation and call for pharmacy shops near there no more use, they are not really being paid. A cower system, and it is really threatening going forward with it, because at the end of the day, you expect someone who you see why this national health insurance scheme. The whole idea is that opuebi ameme yare, won't yare, but yet at the point now you don't see idea or being shed as yare. I don't think that people intentionally decide to get sick, maybe for some other reasons, but the truth is that this body, for whatever reason, need repairs at a point in time. And I'm not him DSA and found revive here. Na say bakwana yare na so kodu hospital one na say card while their man is not being used to its fullest maximum. It's a bit of worry. And the better we talk about some of these things and prop it, the better it is. And I'm happy it is coming from people who have experienced it or they have the mouth to talk. Where Sam Jonah also talks about it, that the culture of silence now, there's a men can. And that is where you are, till you are faced with the reality, you don't think that it is happening. But me, personally, due to some of my terminal conditions, I've been to hospitals and I know how it. The doctor or the nurse will tell you that, Masa, so say show on tempo. You don't. You trust to say health insurance nampono. There's some level of where we are, and sometimes they don't want us to talk about it. And you know, you don't know what you are saying, but these are the harsh reality. Some you're starting pharmacy shops now. They will just quickly take it, and it was even better. Akaba there, what government does in bank and you're stronger than the private sector. Public schools are even more appreciated because they feel that they have the necessary funding and everything works so well without a lot of bottlenecks. So for some of these things to be happening, that national health insurance about 20 years down the line, it is rather losing everything, that's all the positives that it has gotten. It's not too good. Minister for health in they need to really look at that area, because I think a lot of people have been registered to it. They've done a lot of politics with it, but the reality and the truth is that it is not working to its own tenets and what they setting up. So I agree in principle that these are some of the areas that we need to look at. And maybe the other question will be, how will you do it? The only way we can do it is government to start paying all the arrests. See, it's your arrest now, I'm sure it will offer that new page, because 99% of the moment is based on arrests being owed. And some lapses in the system, and some of the doctors near there, especially the private, are taking advantage of. Sometimes illiteracy so and can say no to me signing for what he's been given, but unfortunately no say what can any card near the society 300 cities for more than 500. Who are you to go and question, or how will you be able to? And can wish your mom would draw now, you can have other alternatives and make him there call another department say this is what I was given, so that they can verify. They should be using secret patients near there, because the truth is that some of the stress in the system has been caused by service providers taking advantage of the lapses in the system and making the government pay for money which are not due. The value for money is also not possible, but it still comes to the doorstep of those providing the service for us and how well they are really into it. So I think it needs a holistic overhaul if you want it to move forward, because at the end of the day, the patients, the grassroots, they suffer. Because what is wrong, you might not even be using the health insurance, but the health insurance is paying you. And I want to be a pharmacy shop now. Will take advantage of the system. So leadership and especially government in the these things are coming. People have started talking about it. The earlier we hold it up, I think the better it will be for the system. But I agree, and I felt it, that this system, there are so many lapses in the system. People are taking advantage, and the patients are really, really suffering. Or more deserve it to be taken care of. People who live in a bit out of the cities near there, they are not even making enough money. Now,
my sister, Ayari, hospital last week, and she even did this morning.
Yes.
Exactly. Last week, hospital, they needed money. Maybe said now only health insurance. No, see, will be. And I'm saying health insurance also
everything else you have to pay.
Everything else.
That is, you see, that's
also called the e-card.
It is true.
Yes, so you do insurance e-card.
So unfortunately, you have to pay for it. Into I said they are only paying for the services, consultancy, but drugs in a few are banned there, because people said they are being owed. 1 year hospitals now supplies now the crampo emma. So health insurance, if it's just for meeting a doctor and I say well, they should tell us. They should tell us. It's I wouldn't sit here and say it is not working at all. Make call Holy Trinity Hospital.
No, but now so bad.
Yes.
Holy Trinity.
Oh, about 5 months ago.
5 months ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, but say almost it's getting
twisted by my
ankle. secretary of the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union. Or say it's getting worse.
What I paid for, card net dementia, but I paid for my X-ray, X-ray, 120 cedis I paid for. And our drugs not trauma, so I went to buy my drugs. So I way antibiotics now there trauma, Kotei almost 320. But it shouldn't be the way I agree that my card net there. I have to pay about 12 cedis. So said I'm gonna tell me. In a service now, doctor no so 35 cedis net there. I didn't pay for, but everything else I paid for. So I agree in principle. I twisted my ankle and someone told me that, I said this hospital they are very good, and truthfully too, I think I had a very good service. Which I appreciate it. But
yeah, it's good to appreciate.
I paid money, but everything else, which say hospital want to cry Opo. These are some of the tricks too that they use. All the card in man, I know I catch you. I trust a kohase quiet X-ray no. Quite a juicy and it is private. Hospital one I did not have, and can I say equipped to have some of these facilities. No, either it is obsolete or they don't have it. Into what you websites always car clandestinely. Make sure because I'm coming more for 70. It was easier for me. So I'm so sad. I mean, I'm call this side. I'm going to try stream from Bram. Coach buy now. Okay, just an inflammation. It will take time to go and see. Or my antibiotics now. Then I don't find you home. But where I agree in principle is that I paid for every drug and my X-rays and stuff. But I don't think that is the essence of doing this health insurance. Because I had money, I could pay. Okay, imagine so be nemebu. Now we do hospital. Now say only we never do hospital. Now say try an X-ray. Now say or health insurance. How would the person survive and get way up here? We know say shame kina.
I was say shame kina. Health insurance. One of the laudable ideas and things that has ever happened to Ghana. But in Penimfono bar, they think about other things other than health insurance. It can be buy yes say no ye DB. Also Adana make drone. Na me ka drone manu chukai.
Yeah, the drone.
Na me ka say medical delivery of drones no.
Exactly.
Me ka say nipa bia wo bobra. Ye mpanimfo ene akamfo nim nyansa. Ti no mbu be say yesi ofiti preko pe pulse a
moja neba.
We have a health insurance scheme that it's not even working. And yet juma providers are not being paid and therefore omo withdraw services so quiet. The SS omo yema no omo nye because aban tua. Pane ya twesika na yes ye de dru for wiem. Sadie we mani anye ho da na I was never in support me bisa say any person be benefit fi sadie no. I just say high echelons of power nipa omo di mu akesefo. They come and sit on the throne and think about niema ebebo omo kwa. Me nana bia wote kwa bi breme kurase obi ote body bere pro ebede na medical drone na supply na draw. But the point is say health insurance is one of the most brilliant ideas to have happened to Ghana. And then I see you boss to say it's death on arrival. Ubekwa o the card no kwaje ikeke
card
opo o the insurance no kwa card ni itimidi yima
and same more how can Ghana now raho because sadly Akufo-Addo buy that was laudable idea we could be hospital and no betuma kuzi na papa na small can say be president omaba obi antuma sustain ade no opo me hwe say ya na many times no say nka ye jump penifo na omo yare anka omo baba abrochi na so omo de bibia ba no mase no omo yare no mai ho kode because na nua minister of finance ne ho dodo no one oba US me boa say obi baumia ya poison no so ko land na kosa no ya de the COVID time you cry who say Ghanaian doctors are good so when you giving them the push and the encouragement they can do something because they almost control you know no and they want to amass wealth for themselves and also want to have a good healthcare but not in the country. You always want to go outside. Some time ago, last year or something, Nigeria need one of their Nigeria senators also I call Germany for treatment. And I'm calling it here. I'm calling say, what's it? Why I'm bono? What's your Cromodiana? Not quite then. Uncle Seven, it's 1 million desire. It will serve them right because my man, of course, hospital, Jachi Pramso Hospital. No, he was serious. Yeah, the past.
Be placed by myself.
Yeah, now she was telling me, say, Cardinal, say, who here? Over corner a trade drama and those who try, trade rubber. Now, bro, was saying, there might be any baby and Kanuka or the high quite in. akwakoto no. But this is the time and can say has say do some time and for no some any na but almost some privileges bia it me bo in terms of healthcare. But Ghana no they are not doing that way. It will ask me about we just have to look into it so much because let me fix a policy way here Akufo-Addo administration and he said opposing side in Ukraine and NDC for MPP for crime follow almost steps. But with your more policy or more diaba, Mr. Akufo-Addo background we're taken to 2 different levels. But as you say right now, get to west and west. Until say Ghana for say yarin penny yarin na say yeah block from traveling outsider. No more put measures to make the thing nicer. Oppose how they be because you're paying for us. You really say every day be news be no. What's here na I ask him because no be and chess or money the economy and no be every day be no chess. As we always say, our politicians are selfish. They don't think about the well-being of the populace because they always want the power. But when they want the power, not the suppressing for what I say. Instead of the power to use the power to help those people, no, Ghanaians in there, you always want the power and the power to suppress the people. That's it. That's what they want. And I feel we are not saying power. I say, Bosia, everybody no manity. Kakraba betom bottom. Now feel to me a Kotei. And yes, I will all this laudable and beautiful scheme about to help your populace. Now also the card no kwa the card keke. Just imagine. Just imagine. You have to pay. And they say more or less a cash and carry in disguise.
Exactly. Oh, they say MRI scan there. They say you are dead.
You are dead.
You need a scan. And those copy we need to forget.
I don't paragraph they be by say because of the banking system no koi. Out of that there a whole lot of unemployment. Oh, I was system and today no cry let me take piece for maybe I saw kidney failure. Every day you need to pay 100 Ghana as a $200
you have to pay.
Now why are they going to get the money from? Oh yeah penny fund I mean sit back because this scheme was to me bisa this one more baby na finance minister dey go kwi
when you say yamusa yes yamusa
Makaluni.
No, but say bisa question team.
I saw no na kasa he brought it up.
Can for that Sabani ko Gina Michigan on ka twen.
Can for that ebe yes ma onko tram na ya to say be ni they have to put the right thing in the right place no. Opode bia am dey say ba omu say now ya na atore bia won to menti o mase. Wo to ko obi krom na nipa kro na anya ni krom ni ya. Enka betu akwa me ya saw yare. Na omu doctors no no, the same thing on Musian, but the system works. What I say, what sell system no, and then you're going to go to some be a fee and on why you see, can't send any portals, and can you be dead on arrival? You know, Paul, I mean, your system, how is it called? You can't afford petty phone, you always have to tell them as it is, because they have no mercy, you can't. Oh, my man, Israel, you, when they're killing me softly. Because obi o need that ma obi kwa yi na wakwa ko do hospital no kwa na opade ba kwa san asefim say wo nya ka na da kwa si necessary kwa mo kwa no so o ma attitude en kwa so so a different topic en kwa another different topic o necessary no mo ho no
o mo eden
Ghana necessary
o mi so mo eden
I don't want to.
Ghana nurses there. Say, any Ghana nurses. Ghana is my attitude. Baby. Me renew my driver's license when I went to Ghana. And if I tell you, oko renew adiano. Ni paniti ho. Me ko yes me onye me eye test. Na me ti ho no o hwe me na me so me to na me hwe nanim.
So person man bi bia.
Na me so me hwe na me to na me hwe no. No so hwe me na me hwe no.
I call it here. You want to offer the phone?
Obizam say me ntikrum ha na. And I'm saying ntikrum ha. Or say me sure. And I was okay with that translate yanko. I me sure nanim no so sure. Into attitude need apart from even bribery behaviors no. Service no so render ma wa ohuni so oyo favor. attitude there another day's program.
Yeah, I'm saying I can't assist for you a different topic. And as we are putting across, say until say we be take the boats by its ones and 924 no more ya. You can say yen come Kumasino. The system is going to remain the same.
Okay. Unity Radio 1039. Leon Abidrufia ha. Leon Branemo Akwaba. Na no wo be program answer betra phone so. Ya ha ni agro ha o. E na me ye gaga sembia ha. Waba no waba. Na manfo nso waba. Na nya fi na obe ye hu. Betra se we nya ntokwa bia. Wo mu why late. Wo gazo bedru 11:45. Why late did anya fi na zabe. Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo suni we. Hey, what my camera Kalusha kura move every Leon until Bema be above your say number generation.
Oh no. We are not gays.
Grace.
Yeah, Grace, yes. You are everything. You are everything I've wanted. I've been looking for.
Peja kunyan mu asa wako form no. Anasa na pe no. Omobuno.
Yeah, bring it up. Braka.
Onye dey.
Braka.
I know more assistant on the other one. Onye dey kaka.
So that it will fit.
Manucho.
The camera.
Are you okay?
I thought she must fit into the camera perfectly. Yeah, don't even mind him. I'm speaking English and he's trying to explain it beyond the semantics. Yeah,
hey,
that is Leon. Those who want to see Leon, yeah, very beautiful. Yeah, that is her. Is that not Leon? So I can't introduce her again.
Oh, now host the program. No, introduce Leon.
I'm not your co-host. Yeah.
Okay, but now I'm
your co-hostess. I'm your co-hostess.
Manucho Maganda.
I pay for you 120 million. You don't have a weakness for beautiful women. It's not my fault. There are certain things you are born with. You can't help it. You only have to live with it.
I'm Malian crazy. Mami se wakwaba.
Nana, no mommy.
Nana sewa.
Yes.
Nana sewa kwaba. Also, I some kakao.
Why?
No, we said titles in here.
No, because you have to respect the person I was named after.
Yes.
And yes, make correct too.
Yes, very important.
Because when Nana who want to pass off from mommy.
Yeah.
Someone can say Nana sewa.
Yes. Or your him and yes, you have to put respect.
Or your him or him.
I go him.
I hear go.
What do you mean? I hear go. How many agogo do we have?
Really? I go baby.
Asante Achim.
Tichirimuye, and only the most popular one though.
Yeah.
But what
Atonso Agogo. Yeah, Atonso Agogo.
I'm actually the Asante Achim go na JD more on your way to Mampong. Walk on Mampong. I walk on so.
It's like next to Konongo.
Hey, I walk on. I call them. Me call them. Sorry. Na say me.
Mampong.
Yeah, you win.
You call your Mampong into na country.
Yes, I could be a honor. And I confuse me. Wait, Konongo.
Yes,
Konongo. Yeah. Leonard is saying. Yes, health insurance in Yejuma or Ghana, system is breaking down. It's collapsing.
Why? Why is the system collapsing?
Providers now are not being paid by the government.
It's just that, like, that's all kind. It's just our attitude. Like, at this point, what can help Ghanaians is for us. No. Are you okay?
I'm very okay with anything. See, but
no, there be no on social.
No, Benjamin. Obi the message be by until I'm sure him no.
Okay.
Benjamin appear and say, on Tiasia say wa betina Kalusha and chain. I see a mountain Manucho in China. Or see Nana say well must sit close to Manucho, so she can flow very well. So no, so Manucho can flow very well.
Yes,
it's true. Yes, I've stopped flowing. Can't you see I've stopped flowing? As soon as they came, I've stopped flowing.
Ma ukriya na okache Kalusha say Kalusha ntwe na konwa ne mre.
Person no dey change your mind. I change my mind.
The plan was when she was coming, I say about better.
Yeah, sandwich. You can vary the style. Threesomes is not one way. You can vary your styles. So we are three. You can change as it goes on. As it goes on, you can change our style.
We do a chat. Leon, me if you order kasa.
Yeah, what we're talking. Let's say we're talking about fields. No, I'm saying so. You're taking say also the healthcare scheme in Ghana. It's failing. I was like, why is it failing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying say it's just the attitude of Ghanaians. Like at this point, The only way to help Ghana is for Ghanaians to help themselves.
Mr. Solomon Kotei, General Secretary of the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, made this startling revelation when he addressed the Greater Accra Regional Conference of ICU Ghana in Accra and ends its nationwide regional conferences. Now, what you say, Tisiana in Chiomuka?
I didn't need Chiomuka.
Law now, so we know. Mekacho say, as a semi do call some of the Mekacho. There's a May, right? So next month, no graduate. Now, control, and then. I had the Mokan.
Can you say first? Okay, send me Ghana for
send me who say license no is in place because I say Okocho Ghana Bar Association. Now me started Oko Ghana because you are
I can't just go write the bar in Ghana. You have to go to Makola for 2 years first.
You have to go where?
I saw Makola for 2 years.
Makola.
Or more bridging.
No, more bridging.
Are you sure?
Oh yes, very sure. Our friends who went to school in UK.
Yeah,
UK yes, but America no.
America they fine. I don't know.
But me not lawyer. I would have to speak with lawyer Jerry. Because lawyer Jerry catch him so control bar in Ghana. Minim so I throw you cry.
He practiced here.
Yeah, or a lawyer. Or a lawyer has he practice me on Namfobi crowd handle more cases right now.
Of course, Minim say you have to go to Makola for 2 years.
And I said whichever way no. I said even if you have to go to Makola for 10 years, I said okay. Because I don't try Ghana for lawyer and go for more. Bebre politics na didi omutiri mo kodu koto ana mo e mo muska no ma adwena sisan afi o magazi wa asam no kra yin je akire de. What I say?
I don't think so. I think lawyers are honorable people.
Na one any honorable. Doctors are honorable.
Hey, now me lawyers.
Politicians are honorable.
What I'm talking about right now is lawyers.
Because that's on say we are saying because it's your
all
profession.
Lawyers are honorable people.
The friend saying our field.
I'm talking about Ghana.
Character and fitness. Nina Ghana, they pass character and fitness test in Ghana.
Yeah.
So you have to be honorable.
Character.
They have to be honorable.
Ghana
people.
will be passing character and fitness test on merit. Ghana.
I don't know that. Say no dear.
Me say una me do ko.
Okay, Matemeko.
Canada Japan so kiseja be mo wanted or there.
A criminal. Call him a criminal. You defense criminals. But I mean, that's his opinion anyway. You can't always.
Hey. Okay, Auntie, Eric, Leon by as you until on Kabimo. But Leon, I don't need to catch it quickly enough. You move on,
just. Life.
Eric, I'm out for me cool program, so because I'm so by Obeshebo. Say you've been Ubeba to us, so
I never said that.
It got to a point where
I never said that.
You did because
I never said
Eric
Eric
Cracker into you, my responsible.
Exactly, but my date, my start date, my finish date. We just said, so you're gonna train me, and I said yes.
I thought you were a lawyer, until you can't just talk and leave it like that.
What I agreed to was the fact that you're gonna train me. That's all I agreed to.
And Waba. Last week, yes, your friend said, "Brawamba."
And yeah, it's life. Life is very hectic right now. So
COVID, I
life. COVID. Me say life. If you are sense them.
I said, "Do be a life are hectic and not just a COVID no the question."
No, some men fancy COVID. I'm just saying life in general is very hectic. So
okay. What is a galamsey cost to Ghana, pa?
It's been going on for a while now, right?
Yeah, but it's getting worse.
Why is it getting worse?
I started free 1, Neko 2, Neko 3. In order of ascendancy, it keeps going up.
And I'm so why is it? It's so hot in here. It's not gonna joke.
Let me get
I'm
you.
hot. Like
no, so Monso, this is it. They do move your home. Mommy, and your program. I can follow you better. So
let me excuse you, people. I haven't made it to
I just got a mama.
Also, is in a man. I am. Obia, ye can't galamsey as a man. Okay, Leon Zoba. Hey, na manucho them hashes are. No. Any Leon,
I'm surprised.
Black group Ben now. Which one is now? Which one is?
I'm sure she's O.
I'm O positive.
Yeah, I'm O positive too.
Oh, but me only I've not even started foreplay and she's left.
No, she's not. Also, Tana is in Hokaka.
I mean, you don't know for and play. Yeah, for.
Benjamin Ando say a lawyer defending a hard criminal is honorable. Anyway, I don't blame Leanne because Leon, Juma Wuye be there, but sometimes and
you have to pass a character fitness test.
Yes.
So every lawyer is honorable.
If you have, I mean, in this country, if you pass that.
Until I may say, make I say, Brabetna, say, Nakasa, Nija, baby, I tell to a mobile park, so no, who be Antonka. I feel the high unica Gramboa.
Yeah.
Hey,
the Americans say, right? I don't know about Ghana, but I think it's the same for Ghana, right?
Yes.
I say before you can write the bar exam, your application, you have to pass a character and fitness test, right?
Yes.
So if you're not fit, if you're not honorable, you're not even going to get the application for you to even sit down for the bar exam.
Why do you think I said I was going to take you to Ghana? There are so many lawyers in Ghana.
Yeah.
Why did you think, say, also, yes, Makola, me say, I'll still wait for you to do it?
Oh, Sani, we said there are so many people who do so many things, but Obiana, their grace, it doesn't mean the
so
fact
you
that
think it's
the fact say you want to take you to Ghana doesn't mean
grace.
Listen, the fact say you want to take you to Ghana doesn't mean say other Ghanaian lawyers are not doing great.
No, some are wonderful.
Exactly.
But now Niana Anas Arameya Anas video obi o rise from nurse from lawyer to judge or jijim ponche. Ebu nsem gu amafo so krom hebet mercy.
Of course.
Obi bet me ajim ponche.
And yeah, important person because I know, but like there are some people who take bribes and all of that.
Okay, so now honorable now you see, so not all of them, right?
Of course, but make us say
they pass fitness test and take bribes.
Yes, I know, dear.
Then until America say you are generalizing.
No.
We still have good lawyers in Ghana.
You say general, that's how it's supposed to be. But they are the bad nuts.
Is it that way? Journalists are supposed to hold up to the ethics and criticize and speak truth to power.
Exactly.
Some do it, but do we see all people do that?
So she's only speaking for them. I mean, that's how it should be.
At the profession that we have to hold you to be honorable. So if they are not, it's sad. I mean, sometimes good people, like, countries corrupt good people too. So systems corrupt good people.
Exactly.
So they might be good, but the system is corrupt.
They might be. I like that.
So that's
what
I think I'll say no.
And they are bad nuts who find themselves in there anyway.
Of course, it's everywhere.
Tricks in because they are smart.
Everywhere. So.
Yeah, they're just smart. But I mean, you talk generally, you have to pass that test. I mean, character and fitness test. You have to
your application. Yes. You have to get the application done before you can even sit.
Background,
it's like your whole life.
Application
takes like application doesn't take long.
I want you to do a research and find out the Makola thing for me so I can know how long I would have to prepare.
I know, so you have to go to Makola for 2 years. That I know.
I can connect you with lawyer
Ajari do Gambia law, then they come, they just
so I think other people, like, I know UK is easier, but America no.
For UK Ghana educational system,
it's very
curriculum is similar.
Exactly. Like London,
I think
and
maybe
Ghana
the only colonial masters in we picked a lot of things from them, except the practical aspect of their education and the theory no grant. Okay, but Manu, let me start with you quickly. President Mahama. In an interview, Marathon one.
Yes.
Or say.
Oh, Lego.
Or say.
Yes.
One. He talked on various subjects about the EC. Or say, Supreme Court. But topic I'm a person basically because the interview is very wide. Maybe we can get to the other segment on Monday. Or say NDC lose elections, no. Is it not a defeatist statement? Because NDC still maintains a Omo Lusu. But this is what Mahama said. Illiterate agent. Mahama discloses why NDC lost 2020 elections.
Yes.
So former President John Dramani Mahama has disclosed one of the reasons that might have accounted for National Democratic Congress' inability to win the 2020 elections. The 2020 presidential candidate of the NDC, who challenged the results of the election in court, made a disclosure at an annual conference of the party's professional forum on Thursday. According to him, and I quote, "Every region was asked to account for its performance in the 2020 elections. They came with reports, and there was one region who stated that some of our party agents were illiterate. They could not read or write. And the chairman asked, but who made them party agents? Arden." End of quote. Arden, and I quote again. So it is obvious that they themselves have started doing a review of what went right or wrong, what they did well, leading to positive outcome, and what they could have done better. End of quotes. President Mahama speaking at NDC forum.
Yeah, I think Obianum say after a milestone you have to do review what's
but
really went on.
Is this not stunning and revealing for a whole NDC to put people who cannot read, who cannot write as party agents?
It's a lot of news. I mean, it's stunning, it's revealing. I agree against the backdrop that since '92 you started this multi-party democracy. They've been there and they've been the party with the most wins, and we expect them to. Yes, now that RMPP is doing it this time.
4-4.
Yeah, exactly. So we expect them to at least do proper. If they were working, they should not be running. They should hit the ground running. So it's a lot of news. I'll better say one of the reasons, and this one is only quoting from a review on what is coming from the regions.
The regions.
That some of them, and every region has a general secretary. Has a secretary. There's only one general secretary. Has a secretary, and I think most of this job, recruiting people, training them to be able to do some of these job for them. A seasonal job. So you are supposed to get people who can get it sorted for you. What Jean say deeply, no, they claim they were cheated near there. And how did the cheating come about? They could not prove beyond reasonable doubt. And one of the reasons being the fact that maybe pink sheets no say maybe blatantly, glaringly, they were cheated in some aspects. It was due to computational errors near there. If they had people who were knowledgeable, it wouldn't have happened. For him to bring it out, I think it's for their own cause. I'm seeing it from that side that they've come to realization that we've lost the election. Going forward, what can we do to really prevent some of these things? To make some of this, it's revealing, it's shocking that this thing is coming up, that at this point in time, you recruited people who are illiterate of a sort. They couldn't do this in there. But I'm looking at how they'll manage it going forward. That's the most important thing. But it doesn't exonerate Asedun Ketiatu. Being the one leading them to this war, he should have been doing his homework very well, because at the end of the day, no, he's the general secretary.
But general secretary,
yes,
Sam Jonah the appointed party agent from every constituency.
It will trickle down, but he's a Korea. He will take all the high scores, and you see, in that spirit,
it shouldn't feel.
Yes.
Shouldn't we also look at say voter region, Ashanti region, northern region? Na secretary
I went there. It starts from the top. That when you train your secretaries well, they should also go down. There are over 25,000 polling stations, and you have to get people to represent you. And I'm saying this because the general secretary is the chief scribe. And they say if illiterates were recruited, he's the one we can talk to first. A particular region.
If we're the president,
yes, a particular region brought up some of their reviews and pointed to the fact that some of the agents that they took to the polling stations were illiterate. You see, there's a thin line between they did not have knowledge what they were doing and they were illiterate. That one is a bit more bizarre. Maybe it's just choice of words, Nankoye. But they were illiterate on the subject. But if they were illiterate that they couldn't get their A's and B's right, then it's a lot of bad news. And then I agree with you and say first timer. And that is serious. So what are they there to really look at? Fine, I agree. Maybe everyone might off the cities. But you need somebody who has some level of knowledge.
Yes. Party agent.
It shouldn't. I wouldn't vote for them. I get you that it will be strange. It will be stunning that they will hold an election, say people dying. At least your crash be or your NDC near. He should be the one. That's why due diligence was not made. And on what grounds, like you're saying, that
and then as an agent,
illiterates decided not to hold this job.
Agent and also they shouldn't necessarily come from the town.
If you want to because they have to know
only
the people. Yes, but not necessarily because I can be taking maybe I'm more sawmill.
Party, everybody sent more than one agent.
Yeah, some do two, some do not, some do one.
And it's also say party members no nima there. Obetime you should look up member back. Now do be a from
identification and we bear paperwork in every civilized institutions and even in this engineering.
But even that,
be a very practical. Be a very
to say a whole NDC cannot get one person who can read and write in every constituency in Ghana.
No, they should get. But the point is that
the selection process.
Yes, and the secretaries are holding forth. And then even at the ward level, once you have a constituency nearby ward. every police station by law, Ghana's like MPP police station, BR1, police station chairman, your secretary, your organizing secretary, your BBR, and son, and NDC for friend wards. Every ward has that delegates and executives. So it is a lot of news if there was a polling station that they couldn't get a literate person or semi-literate person who could read and write to do the figures computations for them. I think where it makes it a lot of news is that say second election, third elections,
a whole party like NDC.
Yeah, and Mark can say, oh, we can forgive them because you cry very infantile democracy, but democracy is maturing. Into for original crown power, such a review by what were they thinking? That you polling stations are they couldn't read and write. Yeah. It is I didn't need 200, that will be 400. So how will you win? And coming from their chief person they presented, no, it's a lot of bad news. It looks like then there's a lot we don't know. But one correlation, we say, oh, you were cheated. But to come up with some of these things here, it's a lot of bad news. I'm only happy with them that they are doing proper introspection.
Is this news not only going to make some people like friends Kumbo
na Binduri
man kase more results now more famra more pink sheet near they vindicated said the party wasn't well positioned to
well prepared
for the elections.
They did not. When they say at the end of the day, you know, if you claim that you lost, but some of the things were based on you yourself not doing due diligence, sending people who could not go and protect.
Now this is serious because if it is so, yeah, manu, yeah, they will be kojina no be on to me ready, on to me now say the other party no person will come first. Wow, and that's
exactly
everyone's okay.
Obenya field day, and it's even annoying. That's why they need to manage this things well because Obi Ashanti region will be in near year everything possible, thinking that will be a year because at the end of the day, in a chain reaction, you'll be any day here. Then we can add our numbers together and win the elections. Then a region comes out to say that we took people to polling stations who were illiterate. I think it's a lot of bad news. That's why I said the secretaries in those places need to be called, to be sanctioned.
And you would want changes because some
a lot of changes
to Aba Sana.
Yes,
there will be parties naming number 2 national elections and Sana flag bearer
for the main elections. So coming hearing this thing is bad news. I think that I'm not particularly happy that you've been there over 30 years. More to Aba. Some of these things are happening to you, and you made it beautifully. That how can a whole police station not have one scribe who is positive minded? I said that
people message about my it might add to what you are saying. Benjamin Ando appears.
Yes.
He made that assertion because most of the technocrats in the NDC are not coming out at all because of victimization from the NPP. This is basically a wake-up call from him to let technocrats in the NDC come out. There are a lot of NDC technocrats, but they are not showing up. So I think it's a good call.
Yeah, but it's for their losses, their own loss.
NDC ni bena last week time akumbo mo be kasa ono so yes suspend no ka say omo IT office granite say
Atubiga.
Yeah, what's
Binduri internet cafe.
Yeah, omo IT office omo setting up for election that is say Binduri internet cafe.
Meaning that Adena is sophisticated. Go for the NPP the NASA rep near there ba be bo mo ya. Momo ti wonu and it's based on analog and it's not working well. The more you listen, although I'm not I agree to some extent, but it's for your own loss. So we believe in NDC, but also victimizations when you win, then you are rather giving the opponent a field day. I think that so we a party person. You believe in the tendency. I say we win him now. Yeah. That's the only way.
Ebini nipa abon your friends.
Atubiga
kokbo ekoka.
Somebody amwe your money some.
Yen kan okre na de ya nye ni yen correct. Ye IT center setting up na bogus na ye na it say Binduru amanfo say honestly suspended because
I agree. It's in
obi how on himself ba.
Or pioneer
obi ni skin of Ebi Atubiga. I don't know the other guys. Whatever happens, I'll come out and say it for the good of the party.
And imagine what Nana Eduasari said to technocrats like Combo.
Yeah.
Say PhD, top PhD on this side.
Useless. Yeah.
Where maybe how long I say NDC for now Mwako school. Some KK for them much chance, but they don't take leadership to help.
Yeah.
Because it so be NDC and doctor be crowd to a polling agent.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
you say just one day.
Yes, I believe in the tenets of NDC. And if some Kotei polling station from 8 to 5 p.m. let me compute me figures and can you but you are allowing people who make themselves naked and shout more into leadership. I think while I side with him, I think it was an important addition to it that,
you
know what, if this is happening now, we don't believe that a whole police station will not have 1 or 2 literates who can add and subtract figures. But why did they not do it? Because if you want to school, one person say, "Ajemai, young penny, you win in your position." That in fighting, it will not help.
Does this add to the argument before I go to Kalusha?
Yes.
His second argument is a Jean Mensa petition. Everything was done to help her escape accountability. If you had people who couldn't.
I agree to disagree. Why is saying that? On the surface, but I'm happy Len is here.
Yeah.
The point is that you make your case, you go and provide your evidence.
A legal point, say
yes. Yes. When I legal prosecutor
scenario.
And a defendant, plaintiff and defendant. Into plaintiff, no, you raise your own witnesses. No more na say defendant no say somewhere kotia then you also raise his witness to come and sit in the box to neutralize or to turn it in his favor. But what we call now when to name and your case say Jean Mensa should come and sit in the box to do what? I disagree with him.
Eric is saying you should be a political consultant.
Oh yes.
Set up office.
Exactly. So maybe because Jean Mensa coming into the box would have been there to defend the EC
if NDC had everything in place, and
if NDC pushed them to the wall
and run a Supreme Court judge and
oh yes, Gertrude Tokunu,
just Supreme Court judge.
You see, the issue here is that, which is basic. Say when I go court, me a lawyer, oppo me plaintiff witness, and I maybe some to tuna ni who say some no can it dear, if you Kotei Kalusha pa Kotiano, one jena junior judge me weguno so. Then Kalusha would decide that let me bring the Lian into the picture as my defendant's witness to also start speaking. To not start to say kasa. You say, oh okay, I didn't neutralize it, but oh say neko, send your poker and say name. Oh, but you can't able to push me.
Kalusha candidate.
But which is
exactly. No,
beyond that, if you are not able to push me to feel that you I don't need to bring my witness for you to have way over him. I think that's the basic. I say explain to him that the plaintiff was not able to push the judge to the point that your canon a Kotei Kalusha too much. That is what they did. You went there to open a spreadsheet. When prove say, okay, you say we are me. No, be a Ghana for say and I say you see 1 year. You were not able to prove. So why did the EC have to come to the box? Into what I say. Everything was done to his favor to make sure the EC does not come to the box. I disagree.
Okay.
You did not raise enough evidence for the EC to be pushed into the box. Because he felt that now came there saying enough is so we are until he has so babekasa. Now what can you use? Oh, Ampa, Greater Accra, you had the 4,000 count, you had the 100 million count. Oh, okay. And the EC we are Babechi Beyuano. So as much as I think that it's high time, with all apologies, the former president should stop some of these rhetorics. Your courts want to improve. You had the cameras, but you are still going on saying that.
Year review where forum until we no or IT professionals and NDC muso information technology, and now IT is becoming very important in terms of transmitting results and getting results in good time to be able to undertake the political decision making that it is needed. And so we will expect that you will offer your services more to the party in these critical areas.
Very important.
See, they are doing assessment. No, say. And Akufo-Addo mukoeno ebimu yes. And how do you make decision with such people?
Exactly.
Not to look down on them, but in the strengths and weaknesses.
And then so I bear you, and it's one person. He can't be everywhere. General Secretary is one person. Now make I say it should start from him, know the region that it happened, and reprimand. It goes down to secretaries.
Okay, I think you already made that point. So my issue, some changes in the
yes, and it's last call here very important that more knowledge, boy in that direction. But for him to be still saying that the EC was prevented, when I went to me and police EC to the
and on that note, dear Futu Nadema, just like you say, a be munsu with him, Diano by Kai, no Muswako,
and American, and that is the harsh truth. I know people who are more holding executive positions for Takrali constituency in Adia, not to look up on them. You see, you can be very smart, you can be very wise, wisdom, Yamin Edema, and smart and Yamin Edema, by bad knowledge, you have to learn knowledge. She'll be a doctor, be a lawyer. She's adding to her knowledge. Exactly. Knowledge there. You are not born with it.
You acquire knowledge.
You acquire knowledge. Into Mona Motetuano, you are NDC, you are NDC, we are NDC for editum. But allow people with the technical know-how to take this upstage, the front seat. That is their biggest problem. With all apologies to them. That problem na and no more careful. I'm going to 2028, 2024. Sorry to pushing them there.
Also, my second forum, ni back on Omni MPs, and he had the privilege to be there. See, and also numerate issues, and this time
they should openly discuss general elections. Ghana democracy, they should openly discuss it. That these were our problems, and we are working towards it. Because at the end of the day, Semeto Aba. I'll vote on the issue, not because MPP is throw say I'm Illiterate.
But we NDC Nina say same way court we need that so say Abano said the NDC for to MPP for MPP for almost saying, and then you hear your leader saying say nkrofo no cry say do mu ko gina ba bi no say bi mo region bi cry the nkrofo koya omuntimi ntwon ntumi kan. Are you not going to be disappointed?
You should be disappointed, and I think gradually that fixation is being removed. That quagmire say you should be start taking that camera up the exactly. So you should start blaming the leadership of the various regions. Fine, I should take it from the top because they can't be everywhere. But more due diligence ben among some more more general secretary of Western region.
I think I excuse you say don't get the five. So say 25,000 polling stations.
Yes.
Nti doors nti bi on office wa delegate e bi advance Ashanti region onim say meji Ashanti region regional executives need constituencies so move the right things by selecting the right people. So maybe
you see if he did all the job, I'm not there to really. So you need na say I mean I can pardon him, but the point is that it starts from you. So what from na to Accra na say be
in charge of elections too.
Yeah, director of elections. A free anchor. In a way, a general way of the way. Joshua being the chairman of the election, chairman of the election.
Those people are all to be blamed.
Are all to be blamed in this soup. But they just did a specific job and worked that way, but they can't be exonerated. But maybe I say why will maybe praise John Boedu say maybe they did a very good job and they won the elections, but to make sure that I remember I saw
the right
yes and videos were flowing. I saw Samia Wuku Omugusum baby they were coordinating and I saw those things say for the camera simple it was done, but NBC Mehubi I can only testify to what I saw.
You only saw press conferences, but
I saw Samia Wuku and Omugu computers by 20 you freeway no freeway they were working. But they didn't declare. But NDC, we did not see. They were just doing interviews and trying results now there. They should do deep introspection. This election, they joked with all apologies. And if they start talking like this, even we took polling agents away, illiterate. Then we will start that first actualization that Massa, we made mistakes. Let's work on it. Worker chairman will not let NDC lose any votes. It will rather strengthen you. So we NDC near next time now some people even travel to other regions. Mokan Krampo say Oti region has a problem where Takradia okay next elections I will leave Takradi to go to Oti region for 1 month.
I think that is internal, they will do it.
They should be looking at those but first send almost here but some regions need help until you know how to scatter your people. Matise way A+ or catch us or kwayawasi. Aswasi or kwanya where there were flashpoints and they couldn't trust. That is now and MPP boys go border. Jomro for more than 1 week.
Say if you are doing elections because when you say you have our station amount for where the
weaknesses were
now the amount for
Ebia Accra Kumasi Takradi with strength and you have conquered already. You should learn how to take people to water region, how to take people here. They should be learning.
Unity Radio 103.9.
Someone here, but my president Neka say in the course will be say illiterate be only A+1 Kotina Oshemamu. Someone knows so many Mbekwan, and they are
when I know Beko. Eric Kwacho Hennessy Opo, as an NDC member, I am disappointed, and so are many sympathizers. We are back to the drawing board. We will do better in that direction in 2024. The truth be told, Manucho. I say the truth be told, Manucho. Thank you, pa. Tiende Manucho. Eric Boab, so no crandy at the no, I can. Or had young give you behind and natural. Wasi Nega say Opo, I watched Mahama making that allegation of illiterate representing the NDC at 2020 elections, and I laughed. It's a shame to the party and an insult to the NDC party followers. This is 21st century. Yeah, I totally agree, because party to say NDC pa namu kotoaba namu see the omo go jina na as polling agent intimi nkan e na watworo na ehɔ no de na omo koye ho ehɔ no yakokan kotoro
so omo kokko ye nim no that's battle kwa no kokko ho no na onfia. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So you can balance it.
Yes. Who here native be our free Ochilkrom and our free Hohoi.
Yes.
And our free Aswanse. Then who said Nipano you hear the obey me identify now you hear the obey me, you can balance it.
Exactly. That's what you should do. We're basic. That is why I'm so mad at very basic.
Yanko.
Yeah, me the papa say former president. Well, Sansemi if we no self-assessment.
Yeah.
After the petition, Lucia now say what actually transpired.
Yeah, reflect.
We have to bring out something good. No problem. My pulling my co-pulling a yakoye yinibida. My co-chocho. No, I say I'm the assistant returning officer.
Okay. Oh no, assistant returning officer. Into what the gun is crow?
Oh, not the young returning officer. I say election time in Bedua. Yeah, na table no one. Ebi o ha. Ono na.
Easy.
Easy.
I'm sure the gun is guy. Say who co representing party the Ankamaka party.
Now the ink. Oh boy.
Na full time no. Ano ba be ya no ma fa on.
O say no
yeah,
registration ni ade nyina say.
Yeah, net no that. Now what I was seeing is more the time no the conform as so many edin. Omonim kasa.
Obetima tiatem.
No metima tiatem.
Akontokwa. Yamane nto ewuntri awe.
Yamane nto ono baba nto sankofo no no baba recruit one ma bejan because omo penkofo many edin. Na so metima apopo many egu ekofo say yentuntu. But this modern election time no opo another aspect is obetima nyoni opo obeni na edin. But eso nya obi a oye yi. Oye FSA literate. What I say, and what I'm saying is those people that are more recruit, they are vocal but not intelligent. They make out see. They are very, very vocal but they are not intelligent. What aspect is say, blocking for so moment too. But when it comes in terms of transmitting the elections, that's where the problem comes. In this modern world, there are so many sophisticated apps. We are for the year, Juma. But I say, and this is for a person. What were they using? And this guy should buy his head in shame. Adversary. Should buy his head.
Oh, did he? Okay,
because in this time, you know, more accession or more making, you know. That's what Mama. I can say. And if you have a political party like NDC, now you don't respect academia, and your former president comes in right now, we need the academians to come and do win the elections for us. Now because a PhD
also money attractive. I hope PhD now 3 months into election now bisa questions way.
Mama did new dimension of first NDC ba. Or see KKKKK. Now you said that's the hallmark of the party.
Yeah. By
this modern trend of elections, and you have to go back and combine it with people with ideas.
Because make I say you started democracy now you transmit elections electronically.
So I say
manual
maybe a fax
machine. IT you need IT for until your adversary get catch say kumom say they are not a year respected. Why do the mama rather for president now or amudi na chimi na amudi na chia oba benya a position no no ka say we need IT men no are they the guy are they illiterate opo IT guys now former president can say we need them no are they illiterate? No, they are not illiterate. We are saying when you go into a certain situation and you just sit back and say and no more we say make I say be quiet more
admission. And I can say what Jatum said.
Why Jatum
Guinness Ghana. Okay.
Ghana na me ti na ba cry ABC now that time no my consolidated now o me GBL.
Yeah.
And I'm be service na call yourself that logistics department. Na ye dey normal call and sano kwa bonti na organize for empty.
Now numbi.
Let's say. What's the matter? I'm
I take you pause and I know you
that's a guy who put it in the power of the sport.
What do you say robot?
Make us a minute. I said a minimum. Yeah. I said it's a bonnet.
Oh, that's it.
I see. When I was going, you know, now was empty sitting bar, mobilizing empty sitting on the bar, empty sitting bar home. Now, my friend is saying, Papa, no, that I'm not a librarian, but I'm better than on mine. You see, tell me, service do you know? Now, I will say on my family. Well, Mama, no, Papa,
after your service,
after my service, no, and I know what empty, you know. I catch him say, oh, but you may have a and see me, my man, you empty, you know, and I hear say.
The same company.
Same company.
Omo and Fowl Logistics.
Logistics one.
But another department wanted to hire you.
Department. Papa say, "Bepa, Obama, ya family. Ti member na enye adwuma." Na me so, here say, my mom for so papa ni nye. Until later on na, abe me bo my brother ko do bebi am here. Dem no man koyi nti. I should have considered the papa no offer no. You know, I see say, you have seen something special in me. Na until I cancel be family. I should not have even listened to. And Kofona and Kati, tell me Twitter say, no me assessment. Papa, you gave me opportunity. But here say. Me the Baba to NDC for us say.
Inti adwuma wanye.
Mama nya.
Aden.
Say na me here say papa nya only the adwuma or difficult those class some.
See.
It's because here say no. And you but can't say na. NDC always depend on hearsay instead of getting the real evidence. What am I saying? Oh, you winning. Show me your evidence. You don't have it. It's high time say the former president say, well now you might be a vocal, but you always have to back it with our evidence or proof. When you do it that one now, we're moving forward. And see, and Kofua say only you being arguing deliberation of the party now. You're sticking to insulting instead of having deliberation or dialogue. All these people should back themselves in shame because one of the political system is having a different dimension.
President Mahama say a more drawing board. Yeah. They are reviewing what went right and what went wrong. Yeah. They always have to come to a drawing board and just have to make sure say this is our aim to win power. But right now on first thing the poor and then winning power. Right now we need to get academians with an IT or subscribed background or apps to back our case. So if you have all this information now, it will just help us. Say, this thing is coming from the former president's mouth. Now, NDC for the as it will go a long way to help them. Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo na we you inform you no be a person quickly na your phone lines na Friday na muso mo adwenchira ba yete a yedi nkomo nyina no na Ghana ho adwendwen anopa bia Monday through Friday na yedi dwumadi ebram ye kai mu se enwuma ko bi ti se Dan Auto Repairs 45 Fremont Street na Daruma na yedi dwumadi ebro se ba no se enei Okano ya Arabia wo mu Worcester hadia wa wonim ba bi obi aja tum ye Mr. Danso ye de aseda PSC ema KM Roofing wasi dan wo Ghana na ope company bi amoma boso ama ode a me ba cho frame na ye form number ma no mu mu na ye nimo mu ya je omadi omu ye adwuma pa nti wo dan ye bebo so kama ma na edan na ye kama no wanya problem bia ebi mu abo edan so companies aje din a enwunu ya nton chense a omu tuaka amfa ma omo frɛ 0549315774 0549315774 ofre KM Raf ubenyano so open driver's license e Worcester ha now ye Ghana ni ba dia me pacho so for agema simin kante o sefre no na obeboa twi na opeso no kankran aigbe hausa krobo kasa bia wote 7743293271 Raf G-Man driving school ho asem e na me no kan no so beboa na bibia tumi akoyie ede amount ya de asida PSC man Nabiam Barbering Salon na ye Friday so be you tia bra Nabiam ho e wo Main Street opani Asiama store ni nchen ho pe o so de frɛ no 97823533348 97823533348 na ebra the new ultra modern Nabiam Barbering Salon na be you ti na weekendi Lian twam a watumi afrɛ no cause unze wanim ye fruban sa na afrɛ Lian crowd show nim no show from obetwa fa so akɔ so ba wo look sexy and attractive yes first impression forever remains oba so ohu a wo ye be ma na sa wo frɛ na se o kyerɛ no ho sɛ deɛ kura na o hwɛ wa e ka bibi kyerɛ no so ati ase nti bra na bia mbaba salon ne be UT o hwɛ na o hu sɛ o ho aye basa kakra o tiri ho aye ngonwona bi wunyi wunta nyi o hwɛ wa hu sɛ no krachi pade asɛm na apɛ sɛ ka kyerɛ me nti na bia mse bra ne be UT na bibia nkonkan nso from Danko African Market and Wholesale 785 Main Street abibidro ni fie ni obema a waye mmerete se de nena manu chomu ka ahoden stamina skill ne size so eso na se stamina ni ho a obeda akọ ache so ho eba no se
na me ko ho ne da
enu akọ
Danko me ko to honey ni bi
yes
ana o chewe kankareba
oche obi
ochembi ena oche kankareba
next week
ana
say po kambega say o ye practice na obedi ho dance
manua si o kankareba manua
and I say economy
now what has happened is say o san chairman yi bi o say Nigeria for mu bi mu na dey tinka for Ghana no o say friend father rice the original father rice no Nigeria for no o mu bi
Ofada lawyer so deeper enti lawyer for did ya na chese yo say lawyer for the mu hwehwe ni mu hwehwe case docket no ni a perfect ni ho
o say money
moja nani moja
emu no yes is starch in sunim
so father rice no church no
father rice
o kurukuri
bibia ho ni ayawe no hwe na wo konso obenya time obenya amount yes 785 Main Street
785
you see the truth is that the woman is a doctor of African food obenya time amount
be ma wa ye mre o de oba ka chen say eno no huni chambers o se manucho na
manucho wo kon se manucho ejeze yes
e we nyesa pill bi no de koma wo
no
hahama bibidro de na nanom na omo de tena kura se
omo de wo bebre 90 years ya no mo jire mo se we
anano de Kofi TV ko interview ni
exactly how 26 o say old woman who say be ma de say tennis
entra o mi sam question
say wo boche tennis
wo so be show wo ko tena ba bi ka
bitawood e ma ye tokum na frefre mbade o
ma mi Emilia be fa obeko
oh no bisa we say frefre match I say ping pong
two stories call us let's start from ma money nko call the time no konti Danko 785 Main Street abibidro bi ope oton Africa aduane bia Cameroon, South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire Nigeria for the conference
Amala. Yes, bibia. Everything Africa.
Moi kwa
ono na oye true definition of African store.
Yes.
African store.
Ebe onu dey be a Ghana store, be a Nigeria store, Ghana and Nigeria West
Africa.
True
African store.
Everything Africa. Very cheap. Ono na cover back containers.
Amano Guinea for there ho.
Yes.
And na beef so once first no na you see esrimfo no mo
exactly
na design mani na bia
wa maka mko eze nefe moshi me ko bata sem ko jara mo se moshi aba se esrimfo ni de jinem you am say moshi se e bo se me ko jara na obi aba o ma sheda be jara by force because na me pay ndi agro oh
my calushes
beda moshi
the brother then
gbedamoshi just said hu jina so ufi on say omo beef aso for no ye ka
opo na na ka say be ka galamsey na yan ka
be galamsey o jama we ka krasi and how yeah opo yeah two major stories no asofo no dey no ne
na me se menya na ojambo ama so a enu asem bi si obo ase ka your stories no ho abrantie bi a de see castle yi eno dan chan fofora say si ne enra e wo boase obi akokum 4-year-old boy so the spiritual spiritual enlightenment to say we don't know for obi ba mfie nan wakoku no na police force so ni mu yentie na ojama pom design
Moko senior
na oboase te say
ni eto ye nre ya na yugusu aye bi won abobo ni atepoi.
My details of the story eba ni say ne ko wie na akwada wanya mfie nan obi atimi akum no ayese enko kofa na akoye ne rituals na yetimi aso ni mu say na tie
Opomami na wase ansemi nyina se oba obosiku akrono ba for boy ke ona branch onye mfinsia etu aduonu miensa etie na one abofre ya onye mfinsia numu a ena tisie na branch no ne maame etra ebetina fio no atipi na maame no bibi ntine sabi on toni fio fo na agi branch omne ne tia omo ebo na kasa no Anopa no problem ana maame bia ne ba fimi odin trapo to police station for report say ne have them when you teach no prani ga kwasa so after how can be bia wo extra fine and the police one no man e kwata man de ba various radio stations need TV station or kwasa say announcement no na be no me sabi mo me say akwa no mo hwehwe na o makwa ko hu se abrante no to mu fio no ne dan akwa ne ba te so di ko jara e da abrante ne e ba dan e mo mu e ya ko du ra boy ne demo o mo hwe demo na asempa no ya pija aye ya o pe ni finance se empa ni yi ana demo pa ko pija matches so hwe na se akwa wonye mfisi anu yi se ne ma me ro no akwa ko jara sa pepe won hwe akwa no on catch us on that and panaso on my or they not so no more police was okay no better amuno na no na omudo ma so tutu for ma de dia branch no obi e wadi ewo no no so kosa oboasi obi e fro di ewo so na di ewo so na ho na America we amafo so ho ye man ni bi ho no fa branch ya process abia ho no ma
ozi nana ma me misa asam kakra osi di ewo ho no amrante ne ye den ho
omoye mine bi wo you go omoye galamsey galagala ono wa kwose bia ba bi ono ma nkemu chese wadi bone na kana jubremu ena one senipa o hia sa pass no be wa be fa position no de fabe mi no kaso wa police wa kacha na ye potwa wa ni ye se ka omode ne be pop na ni e court be ka se very man na police o chese omugungu hwemu na akra so mbe ko no omo hia autos name bi fumu asa no much me na court eji agada holiday dey na sinyame abna dabada abante no pa ku na court na Ghana mrani etimi no kaso da so police wakacho police was here obwasia
enti muko hwe abrante ne dem ho no na etise kaso ade no physically na ye twitwitwa no ye de ade bo ni tirim ku no na muje nwunu no ana se odi sumiye ene bia se de moka se odi edi
o hwe sinesi na otu sumi akra no ene ma owiye modern ashe yo boni ye huma na police so ama pan se ye bebe ho na oni tangi kampano this old media sana what me nya na ke enti se na ebimu e na eyewitness no di ka wi ade ho no se otu mi akra na kata sana ma
na moja bia ni dem ho
ne moja ni hono betu uche na ojana na kwa kasa
akwala ni jana na time o mi an come by wow ediana na ediana esi Ghana ni nipa kunkum ediana ekoso yi
se ye dwere ho a ejinsomo ana ni nyina so ye under 8 ena omo prenya aye sabe no di nyame na abam ze sani esi popa no edin pa oku because ni se kaso afam ena omo nyom bia ye ena bi da ye hwanu a ebe ba na ni tse ya abaya we ho sempa ma abusia
now how are the Obuasi people coping? Because I saw some videos yesterday. Now almost say omunyai kuma brante ni bitama police for no ebe farm no almost say yeah galamsey they must shoot and kill obi akum nipa dia bo be bon ho ban ti munyai ni ensu enku no say youth na bre omo hasika kra
no ane de etwoni so kache apolice no bo mapaso se no si boy ma so pa na se enya police for titi ya mo wura mu ye pa ka brand no aka ma for ye ana ma na we no so akoba ne me magia police ori ana bibia no me ntomo nsem ense bia se be we no ama nso omo enema wachira omo ye hwehwemu a edoye pa se enkoye ono nkwan nipa bibiri na odi ade ne kon na esa police force mu enochi no ma he ekwan brand no so ya fra me fa so ene ni ko akode ne koma no se ko obetwitware se ko be ne de no omo empre omo ho e won to mu biso a omo 30 na ma otinya mo omo semfo pa ya da bra no betinya kugina emra
Nana Ojamia da Sinti Tuesday na obeko koto a ye betwen na de obeko so bena de bia no so ama Unity Radio ne Unity TV etie4 ne ahwefo enso aswati. Thanks for that wonderful reportage.
Yo for me da wase na watch ya mama part so mama me nkunya yere no.
Mate me ka che no. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Manujo. Yes. Say the Ghana are you home?
Yeah, it's a lot of bad news.
It happened yesterday, and and our peace carry news. And a video I'm picking up, and you know, now Obuasi Sebeb no YouTube work for so become a branch any.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes instant justice here for us, but it's annoying. So you take somebody's life for reasons which are flimsy. You want him to be rich quick near there. That whole idea, say African people feel that money. You can be gotten on a silver platter. Sometimes you wonder if it is really true.
Is instant justice biblical?
I don't think so. I don't think that Bible believes in second chance for everyone. Inti Stephen Money idea.
Na me madam for be din command na oga dem say enko bi say you kuni be na me say adan. O say Yesu ka kire Peter said your tweseka no say kan no. So work mo bi say you kun bi.
Yeah, I mean, they can be given that interpretation, but he needs to say, people repent and they are given second chances. In Tiana, you know, Jesus is sound crossing, so no car said today you and me will be in paradise. In Pan, we will be and people sometimes it's annoying. I agree. Chroma say, Cranama Crow, I couldn't name here. It is the capital punishment. They follow some through. Say, will be a work will be 14-year-old girl, we could repent and we couldn't. Why should you leave? They wouldn't give you that second chance because. You back on your she as some say on one about she near the near catch say way, but for no reason your freedom you go and take somebody's life near the end. But I think biblically in there it's not supported. It's not
okay.
But it's a lot of bad news. Yeah, Bompai say Tiana Kaswadi, we wish there could be a lot of the only fast nature say nya sandayada or say we be. There's no second chance to it, but whichever way, it's a lot of bad news and very
okay. Kalusha, my member also quickly. Enipa kunkum Ghana. What is going on? Kwala.
Opo.
Kaswa di na kwala na this 11, right? 10. Now 5.
Yeah. Issue of get money quick. Ghana most of the young guys, you know. Ohun yonko Bema be say is riding that flashy cars now. Officer no. And no so muhu no TV so no da yina omoya advertisement to TV say say fast cabra say na me you know behind the scene no kwa no ye onkofobia omo de omo nya yi o so e bi obi akọ say fawebra me de nipa ba and I say with the moja ba obeyesi etini na ye enibre any young guys they don't want to work but they want to live like a millionaires or Tanzanians or billionaires or whichever way you have to put
quick money. But quick money. A millionaire is good, but they don't want to work for the money. Yeah, they just want it to happen to them.
They want to use a ritual means of getting the money. And as a manager was saying, you need a cheaper because I need to serve as a deterrent to other guys from some emergency or now could you pon almost so you know mo ka say o mo de beba terminal beba a fence that no man broadcasting you know and so that's what mo de ban 10 because one man fan mantema the way any pani
to start with galamsey quickly. We have been talking about galamsey all week. Enra anti-galamsey campaign team no akọ site bia na omo eye galamsey ama omo akọ excavators any chanfangs action chanfangs 127 escalators 9 omudi jatum bru. Now minister before that a press conference Enraka said this time around omo kono munye bibia omo excavator within omo shono so they've bent it. Enra live videos all over Ghana. Now, anti-galamsey troop destroys burns 127 chanfangs, 9 excavators. The anti-galamsey soldiers deployed by President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo to stem the tide of illegal small-scale mining has destroyed some 127 chanfangs, 9 excavators, and a fuel pump during their operations. The operations halt soldiers also arrested 2 Chinese galamseyers. Speaking about the operation, Defense Minister Dominic Nitu told journalists at a press conference on Friday, 30th April 2021, that it is noted that since the operation commenced on Wednesday, 20 April 2021 to Thursday, April 29, the troops have destroyed a good deal of equipment, including 9 excavators, 127 chanfangs. Quick one. Nana Addo is now back to action.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good, pa. And I no pay. I mean, I quite na me sorry na me tie kwasi prat. And I no pay. Me tuche man. O say sa eyiwe.
Enema no mahihye no.
No mahihye no kwa. O say asma o say Sam Jonah.
Yeah.
You need the backing of the president, because one man ejumedi na nkofo a omo achi na omo tutu no omo so ebia MPP for omo eguru sa and this one eguru sa
MPP for
eti ono Abuja apono na fisu sa enti you need the backing of the president for him to do his work.
For without the president, I don't think Abuja would have been able to burn excavators.
Yeah, na because na ebia 9 day on say kasa ni bike kakaya na fi
ayo sa dia no we dia menyi ni say 9 day ade na stati e na jigu ye na nyina ya kai president your kan ye so ordinary life ordinary presidency kura beto so ti akaka no wasan baba
onkoso opona da bia na me so much interested in this year because me ko hwe ade a mercury sia no na me say ko research me omo another yam say enko the light skin omo say cyanide.
Yeah, cyanide.
Opo the cyanide no kwa so no ma ye no.
Yeah.
That's any mercury no. And say omo buya bresu. Opo cyanide no so ko aduani ma. E say kwa no oboase akadwe no. Wontumi ndibi because the you know since first the soil no akoma say so kokodi boase ankayo na first na
akawo
nya ontiki oboase akawo first na man for penny so kokodi a na auto is also say kidney failure ama ho those kind me the pass Akufo-Addo is right now been taking the bull by the horns onye man na omudi enya onye man na omo say man onye man omo bo man no obo ade ekoso no ho me tell me hwe say politician the way almost behaving na omo galamsey no I don't think say the what almost say we are saying say ba wie mo ko tin be we are ba wie 2 or 3 years
Kwame na Duncan Kwame na Duncan o say the Ghana economy nsuo enche ye be import nsuo na wo say wasase na obi asay ni dia kan nsuo no ko import ofren
opo the way see kono be ka say almost full.
So I want you to be brief. You're happy that the president is.
Yeah.
I think say running story. We'll talk more about that on Monday. Time
yes.
Now I hear last story. Manucho, quick one on the galamsey. Now me know your argument. Manucho, Mr. Kalusha, take on that. Are you in agreement that the chanfangs and the excavators were bent? Now Manucho so na me nyadwene. But me I'm all for it.
Machine will be because me the come no buy adwene come shishiro because 55 me ko baby a
500 as if 500 ade na kwaji ba ya ban kwaji ya de ansho na manfo afa
amafo eti we say no me de ka say ba yira de ka omo shiro
ya ji besi wa e be ko ni baba akubutu no mato di
obi ana kwai say ko implicate
and this and na wan hwe kura san krofo na omo dia no but this one no will show seriousness to those doing it. Now the government is serious.
That's right.
You do equipment and
yeah.
Why is season never go to Bakufu dia? I say the oil and say well equipment yes
in principle I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
That's Ghana baby if you ban it dear. It's better we all corner the then that you don't even have the remnants. I say the same activium because we tried ones that let's seize them and put them to good use. Miss Anna Make say there are a lot of roads and stuff in Ghana. You hear some of these equipment to fix them. And now can make say excavators now they be me IMP scan engine loans or any first excavators in Ghana to and then what we do so you see it's in principle.
Last topic and very important.
Exactly. It's in principle there. People are now thinking now even how to send earth moving machines to equipment to Ghana to go and help because your road sectors in here. This year you be near a I mean, to an average person, you don't spoil what you need. But yeah, in a dear, I agree with you. That's Ghana, dear. Ghana and Kwanda, Yenshine won't say any obium because 500 crowd money to fly away. A cool visit together from with Watson. Near Diana,
there's a party in here.
Exactly. So that one I will agree. So say, my first thought was let's keep it to good use. But my second thought is, hey, hold on, the country you're talking about, they'll go back for their attempt without fear or favor. Say yes, sir. And the good news is they're trying to bring it back. Abujinapo, I agree. That's trying to resurrect this one. But it's a precedent, you know. And can this time, give it that backing, full backing. Say, you could be side now, or yes, I will now. There should not be redemption. Say, so you need to meet no high commander. I'm not so sure this thing. It looks like another charade for me. I'm not sure. So I see more on it there.
So I see more on it there. Unity Radio 1039. Yeah, calls no. Ntisab will be to me a friend do there, but callers no much pa. But we also took advantage. Africa President, I think, and then Daddy Boot, and then Olumani in that direction. Africa President who also. And I Africa President Menya Diniana. Okay, my Mr. Tico, my Mr. Daddy Boot, Enuso, Daddy Boot, Enuso, Daddy Boot, Enuso, you are Daddy Boot, you've got to take your time. You're on radio. Kasato Boase, why? Okay, and your Luma, and your Daddy Boot, but I was on a international caller. How do you file now? How do you file? Okay, Daddy Boot to us, Mammy, may you free so, Yanko.
International Mentia, really, from a bonnet chairman, I is in Asana, am I from a bonnet chairman. International Mentia, Namincha, Tipo, Namincha, and between money now, with you, but I team as well. Not beauty and then do it. Amma, a moon, Krumu, International. A big cafe. A pasta for me, we are not a mobile ever Mahama, Chino. We do Akufo-Addo, so we are
the and as a full moon when Mensa Otabil near Ding Namuna is woman ID.
International, Obekano Kulepa, former President Mahama, Obe uniform in a queen of Betlas, in Ghana, I am a move for Probin and Rubu or my Mua. There's a room, singing room. Office director tia manager tia wetia yes here build bank ya build financial microfinance no ma did you secret na no ma Ghana ko any thousand to we na bi o and I want to answer we
nam one wa fa man fusika nam one wa fa man fusika
nam one o
on fa man fusika
nam one there I buy me as a trade. Let's me you can you blame them because you can't compare them why the other two you soon have microfinance and maybe you see Ghana and then microfinance ketwa. What are you find them why
Daddy Boot was asema okay. I told them more politics now, more politics of fairness kakra. DKM by under Mahama, we all know. But MPP Kramo Beshe Bossemu Betua Montia, and now we are Sakoba who are Brasso de Ano, the old
DKM. Could be said you probably about DKM, could be a look at your former president, or man of holding for physical Ghana, and look at Cordia about TTI. Now, one day, you should train us a day for the Mukusim. Oh,
God,
and now, dear sir, when you be a Kasan, I can say because I'm a more papa, I could probably go and then COVID, Corona, and some year. Then you are more castle, while you move far in the return, which is obeying us, intimate Islam. special prosecutor. Let me say, NBC as a papa be a cover panel. Say, of course, I see a Palaman year, Ukaya. In Kapaya Bay, in Karadia, WMCASM, MPP have a book 4 years ago. Mahama name NBC, the term 8 years. It is a Canada, see a Bokwa. In Kobenya, other side, you need to have Bokwa because NBC, MPP Disca, and MPP NBC Disca. And think of buying carpet. Everyone knows Mania, they be moved to chair or Mukaki Kakano. Well, former president, and the ferry and Ashanama. And I used to know, then I don't say, oh, what my campaign, and then my own classes. No, I mean, NBC, and I'm not trading, and a young yes, and I buy my own theatre, and then one other. What you support to say, I mean, say, what I want to say, people, you know, I tell you that you have no problem with Pantana. You know, at the serving video. What are people used so. That's the area, super, and then you see, yeah, people, and then I know what you okay. And you know, I'm no guarantee site, you know, no campaign, no, you so. MPP
CP Oluma to asumame. Mr. Danso de o gift kesi bia Benjamin after show no Nzabeka my intio.
Opo mi da si opo ma membo na basna mentia na menda me papa se. Yankopon shira na wanya na kese. Opo na mentia chama kojago party chama papa mentia na. Namisha Ghana for you now. Opopana analysis, no, I think a manicho. That can say, Sana, Mahama, some kind analysis now and also. Sana, Benjamin Kumboko card, and they are ending the further Kataka. I will do a celebrated in a Tema, call it Civil Craft for another and they open that very dynamic program. Analysis, somewhere for Benjamin Kumbo, some do a Sarakana. Listen, me particular, some do a Sarakano. I mean, you would train was empire feminine. Let me move from so be a one hour or kind. If you was a friend, the cup without analysis somewhere, no. Even Manucho Kaka could say, Olma, and too bad that be a defend everything somebody says. Let's move on and talk about today's topics. Analysis now, you say, man, tell analysis now. And then we have some no, Mechesa, Matua said, making me argument or more. No, Matua said, Basa issue, you know what is it that? And I will cause also go back. Then was already issue in there. And then no issue in there. Anytime you on the issue about analysis, movie, I'm Mr. Mwanya say, Mr. Friend, I say, dear man, the material Mr. Mwanya say, mention against the Quano, so if you are not to me, who's wire. And that's one who's one in continental. If you are not Sumaira, but Mr. Macamedi, Mr. Side of where I'm Mr. It is Sana assembly chair. It is me, Mr. Minimum analysis now, let me know one Opo I know that is because of my analysis, I may know one yard. Everything climb in no. So only a yard and argument that very day, no, yeah. You go with time sent as someone does I can say, minimum, and only a man know to do that. Let's so he me free so. But all the same, no, my United, every. And so for the American say, Opo, I'm coming. Yeah, you too, Kaza. As some of the Americans say, many other boats of Freya or to Tuboba Parks, so near the other. At times of a program, a do baby, I mean, so much said, no. As some of Mahama can, Mahama and Kotei and this police agency are not illiterate too. So we do any bar for ma. Was it one particular region? Can police agency be illiterate? No one to mean kind for no much. Asama Mahama kind of. You want to make me so proud for her. Mrs. Sani kind. We read proud for Hanuma. Bully agents or who call bully agents now coordinating I or more years come here graduates. I had you making sure that on their vigilant to go in the sea 2012. Abraham court and in the sea 2016. It's making sure that my call from the Kwakwa police. But then now some villages here. Some police agents go away beyond a sex of war or minimum jail from. And also, that's one I had to and make a false to Yama, and the ID card is now to the register, and the ID card is useless. Our Ghana, what the year any. And no, sister say about 1 year, Koko, Pretty South boys, BBN, so, and no, sister say, Kakon, so Yama, but to a trading him to end to Renian, BBNC, and no, sister say, who got the rewards, your 12 anyway, particular police station, almost 3 or mankind, everything there, you see, making sure that particular police station, you better BBN is something, who can vote out baby, you over 100,000 and over 200,000 and parliamentary, what do you call it? About BBN was a Santiabania say, and your pepper, and your fincham. The Beckham in that and it's not see a court not taking this in Mahama Bada say, you move on. Challenge is more. That challenge is a making sure that 2024 Ramakan opinion 2024 no. And now the idea is not to court so. Young into police force, young into Obias, young Kakabako election, Yakako winning election, because the Ghanaians of Mahama Tam. No Kasa no Mahama Tam, Tanyans of Winama Commonwealth, the Rev Mensah, the friends say, Emmanuel Asante of Ghana. Na ya waso by election to kasima propria nipa papa na nkondembo Mahama kwagina ba bi ka say that very day na Mahama kwagina ba bi ka say sabo so say no be dey be ma so mu buto papa le ba bonti ba o KFM e be kasa say Mahama a statesman asabo kan a child is say Mahama kasa asem no e na wo su kuta so na den na asemo si wa ya waso e dey
ma otama so
what no go take decision e ye omu anyina na so take decision but Mahama kwanda Mahama to ka etile ye ka le sanya nsafo no makoma no so omukwaso anka omo no bibie no wasi kwa say na me dia dum no dum ya no ma yankwa
thank you very much Oluma yada say ma me me next caller on the line Nana Ujambe ma to aso wi ana mumu ni chokosi a ofri efi offense kokote my favorite caller enzo ato aso Nana ma edio Nana yente voice no Nana onene wa chiri pa yente onene kra
me jamu mu kokote me fa oba ana redi likaya ana ne badi tumuti na ko de sawata
Nana ujina he na okasa because onene wa chiri
otreka
but so you should headphone are you na kasa through the phone because your voice no were very far until yente okasa ne mind you Fede pa.
The American guys no pase Olumai on to Boase. The new bring Yaboko. Me mechanical in me sack and I may say you read that President Mahama who said after the war and it is always so you know may say about 25% yeah you ma before. So one that Daniel Bayo. Look at American say and Penfodia, you always the need. I'm almost a cancer India. How candidate be? Some also get so I say, some also get about 25%. I have given him back. Almost some may come here. But almost party be fine and no thing kind of side. For money, but then I'm moving next.
Erase. Nana Ujambe man no maminti mumu ni chokosi. Au free offense kokote.
Minyo po Yakupon wo shira na wan kan ho no bo ban oluwa busia ani de owo nyina masha Allah ye furo wo wa wotike a ne o tie o school fees and the Ghana for any we have for na nyina edu won faso otumfo Yakupon shira ta ma no no shira papa no na busia ni nyina no oluwa ma wura ntem so otumfo Yakupon won ma mukuru ye ni nkabomu onu yonkufo nyina so Yakupon won ma mukuru ye ni nkabomu no ma nkwatentin a ewo awie pa Minyo from Bible a come out. You have an auto so a Chadia, what your mammy near penny will my post line, or 2 for your couple of Shirano. No 2 7 no man a pack, no train as you know, the muscle man in your penny pa, said the papa and auto so I penny pa, and the Wakaya will my post line, or 2 for your couple of Shirano. Some Bible come out papa than auto. None Bible a chat war, and come all the Syria college, and no more with now, or 2 for your couple more, no more no more young pattern. Yes, I go back to let me person me busamo. Let me busamo be the Biaya na sama me tell busamo ne say. Nti ye wagana ha Sebi on him therefore, ye on some trust for, your journalist for, your more Mukabia, or Mutia, your more Mushaba, and Timba, some of my many cars there. You go your ID card, you any to vote beside and fast what then at the basel, and then I'm to make a pound. One thing I tell you, the Tinapa ID card, I told them, they be out read them out, now you're for you know, they be out read them out, now you're picture about, now talk about the David Dawa, and for so be any so to say the one dog for one dance here. Sana ID card na kwa koyo. Inti e busa se no e ke corrupt one na se ke corrupt ho. Who can want them and them can want them because ID card way among for their life. E ko bru mo ho, e bi bru mo ho, e bi pura bru mia in some place see here. Wa ko fa no kwa e twa so ID card and then that them ye timi fa nya se timi no po maka wa sama na. Mi no po ye ka se corrupt that special prosecutor abai everything be was so ba. I'm a swallow, and one with some whatever. Some I won't pretty much any do was so bar, or the jewel of Missika, and the Biadia poor Ghana, or by Otimidiana. You know, for my can grow, and Brenda said, the can clear any trail home because my Tammy Dubano was so well Missika. I'm a man for Virginia, so Joe, or by was Yanje. Where's the sewer bar? I swallow. I'm a swan and one of a position, the budget so.
Yeah, that's it.
Many of them can play, say, I can't close, yes, can't play my Temuda, and the old day, the Papa could do to find a podium. They have put a water. Yamaka,
Yamaka, so, yeah, that's CP. I would file at us, my movie, and Ibrahim Soko.
You, Opo, the Eddie Minda was in a member of Basso. Any Ajumadi, Ajumapa, Webo, American Abia call my Ghana, Yankupon Shell, and Pijo, and Yokase, and two Kwame, and the Biawan Juma Papa say, they are my Ghana, and Konanim, Sampabu, and Unity FM, Ajuma Funina, now Mincha, Chama, our day, our American, Minchano, the four, Ajumapa, move on, Mintos and Body, Papa, Papa, Ever, and Chedia, Nayapa Panoa. Watch it on the first lie, Diano, Yapapani, and Coupon Shirano, and Kajano, and Yanukasen, tuning command, and my Jumadia, Warrior Biani, and Coupon, and Money Jumadian, and Conan, because on the first lie, you poor when the Papa Power, a Brentia, or Penny Passam, or a Brentia, one Pecataso, Yamiaso, or a Brentia, and a Quidie, no, Pento, my first lie there, it is beyond the friend and man, Pabo, the Mano. Let me tell you, call us in Minami, tell me, MPLA, City Haruna. Na minya opo yemi kanyi mami Jean Mensa die wa feli Ghana fo anka President Mahama wonpo man aso yempa opo anka ndem ni audu fela minya akwankwa mamunya program amefre mami Jean Mensa asise Ghana election dedi butu kwa mplain sia dedi butu utiemia nti sam pension wasise results anka NDC ni President Mahama MP Ghana Sunja and candidate to dead good Robert Man acquire after air. So say election no, you have 48,432,074 and now you have 48,127,000. Yeah, visa election no, no, and Cantacono Digo or Minum, Nanya President, I will take Ghana for some John Mahama, no, so only what penning for SMT, one of the SCB young function. No, I got some Daco continue for to try to say, yes, you are mine. Ghana, what is love? TKM, get some motus. Ever MP before the year campaign, it's the mama and so in there, what is love money that walk in Tempo, one MP, the not MP in Tempo South. In there, there's some to jeopardize the former deputy defense minister, what are under Fletcher company, radio station, FM. Manu Coco at the Flat Star House. DKM, a woman in Jalo. I will get guiding the communicator, Miniko we see a friend Israel, meanwhile, left friend. No, God is love manager. Eddie not the coup. Esu asise di ayo di Israel ayo communicate ayo ama MPP party no nkasa na omayo mo DKM jesa motos ni omudi Ghana force ka mo we no omudi trobu Mahama so every kwa Mahama do ko na DKM skana wa stati ya MPP abeba yo mo che DKM go di south jesa motos ka ma ti ama Ghana for ye to my Ghana ni ne sa ne mo we ni na MPP no my Ghana corruption adori rubi mate Minya wasi Ghana yensafo munsori ngino babia Mahama yo o my Ghana ekono enyo di Ghana to aminam ndene na do abetina Ghana konjo so ya to aba akran wotiawu bi mata yedi ye to ma mo
ya dasi audu ya dasi tama so
Jamaica Samin Katabi said, Ghana Sponya Butre, Enu Usu, Ensel Ope, by the grace of the Almighty Allah coming 2024. John Zaman Mama, Babi Ghana.
Thank you very much. Ibrahim Tosumame.
Opo and there our America. By Ghana had a season and I cobo. Edenya coupon, Edi. Pagana Funa Chunso Ayaya Kotabama Viema Bana Ekosa my Brewa Yahichi Yapagana Funa Chose Yam Funsopa Na Yambom pay a mamu de Dikai Mo America Opo your bomb pay a mamu Na Yesu Yogana Musumum pay a my by my obedia my name Opo and you. Baby, I'm mining Samrin, and it's a more America. Mumbom pay and a mine on Yami, NG, and Hawaii, mine would know. Now, Opo, many a bit Bekasai was a election a 2020, 25% or more 20 miles. Opo, some notia who saw some non of $2. Me baby, I may want. Me vigilant, and me be and coso. Ada baby na coso. Maybe the nanka me here say national form, and I say quality center for no. Your man panini, ye give this ye to Abama and they. Uma organizer ye MPP, Uma organizer Jean Mensa. Adana Dieno. Yamma focusing in Ankoho, and say one of Mukosisa. Many present Dramani Mahama Baya, and say. Yeah, Juma, yeah, Juma, Fuko. Yeah, young Funso, yeah. By me, did you say National Honor, and I say College Center Honor, and original College Center Honor, Mr. Canary, a course, I'm getting a dream course. And in the minute of 100%, I saw the Becassa end this for me, Anya Jumamum, and I ended for an India or from the Memoon, the Minute Pacro, and Yaginesa. Now, po, young business and then Ankasano Abaya 2 years, no say 2 Mahama and the ya. See, I'm going to call so, and then another de Bray. Young business and Mahama survivana. You can't survive until I Yanima and Jean Mensa Corona Obama and another Nibamian and Anungasa Kopuma and Lew to say, you see, Nanado is a great case, you know. Who are we Scanibiano Oba? The year 3 cases or Kotei over school fees. And I will tell Satan. Opo, say, Opo?
Yes, sir.
I tell you, Satan, they say, another Satan, say, Satan.
Assembly now, okay.
Nanado say 3 cases, no, who are we sick, who went back here over school fees, Viano, or Bastero, Brother Boa. Tell you, Satan, no.
Menya Jose na nado akami bizao.
Mata. Ende kope sex.
Okay, ndabe.
2 days I mentioned then 2 days.
Oh, okay. Current dia okay, current dia mecha. Kamikaze okay. First day he was seriously against that. Even Ken Ofori Atakoye finance minister Kasen ko mo betime to emo muntua, but they totally disagree. It is also 2 days there Matia I'll do my check here. Why?
Actually,
I'm not saying so. We throw me some check here. I mean, so we see 2 days ago. So you give me a date.
Another day, no. The only thing is that we don't gonna. But now, me by forcing Kronunti. Now, me by Kronuna. The men of woman and Tino. They say what the Ghana mina don't come into mum pay because you did say Munu for man first line we Gido Moon somewhere dinner. I'm an okay beer will be an abepi. Nana de while feeling Ghanaians too. They say Ugana Anyemia. Not because I know why who is obviously was saying on Nekotaban. Now we visit when a 2 years. Yakuban Khan and Yamisha Watiminia.
Yes, we are the CP Nyamin so Unity Radio 103.9. Manuchu na one kalusha mo topic bakwana mpese and that is about ebia emfa kokrebi. That is about people saying say pastors who criticize Mahama quite under Akufo-Addo because of money. Rev Mensah, another pastor saying that.
I read the story. Now, I think it's coming on from the week at Sam Jonah making those huge infractions. The culture of silence is gradually creeping into the system, and this time not because of fear of the gun, and also because of the autocratic military rule. No, but this time based on parochial interest, hypocrisy, my partyism, any idea. So I'm come there. That this is what Sam Jonah said is coming. I'm analyzing, so I'm coming from there too, and unless there's no time. But wake up, as you say, and who said some questions have been raised. It's also where maybe it came up. I don't know why he said money, because that will be dominant. Because references are made to Reverend Mensah and Professor Marty, how in the wake of about 4 or 5 years ago, how vocal they were on national issues and their standpoint, but all of a sudden we don't hear them again. There are two things. They are saying Ghana was okay.
Men of God should not be afraid in talking because the Bible they preach is political. He explained that the Bible contains democracy, theocracy, and social parties.
Yes.
Reverend Dr. Mensah said men of God hold political keynote and should be able to call out the government if they are not performing to the satisfaction of their electorates.
Exactly. So it has to do with how vocal they were all of a sudden. So there are two things. Either Ghana has moved, Ghana is getting closer to achievable goals, or they decided to shut up. But what is happening in Ghana now, people can judge for themselves that there are teething issues that we expect people with such positions to start talking about it. And once they've decided to shut up, even at one time, Mensah said this.
And those who should normally selective in criticizing leaders. Yes. He stressed that as an objective as men of God should be, they should not be selective in criticizing leaders. So you shouldn't be selective. Those who do that, he noted, are discriminatory and not objective. And let me quote him: when they perform well, commend them, but if they go wayward, criticize them. Those who have refused to criticize as they did in the past are afraid they will lose their daily bread. Those men of God don't want to lose their benefits, so they have refused to talk. That is how I see it. If a government came to you, criticize them, but there is a change of government and yet you cannot talk, then it means they wanted their government to take over. The government has taken over, and so whether good or bad, they will not talk. They are like sycophants and not credible.
Yes, bootlickers. I mean, for lack of a better word, and we know them. Sometimes we should not be ostriches too.
You know them?
Oh yes. How
really? You know them?
I know them. I know them. I
mean,
Professor Marty, I saw his efforts when on national issues. He was very vocal, vociferous. I mean, he was known all over the place, which was good. I saw Reverend Mensah. I mean, how he felt that our leadership should be held accountable for what they do. But now they don't talk at all. Yes,
and etc.
Etc. They are the more prominent ones. I will not give my audience to other ones, but I know a lot of people were very, very vocal on national issues. Mensah put at a point in time.
Reverend Marty audio because politicians came to my house to bribe me to give me $100,000
for him to shut up. Maybe it is true, but he stood his grounds. It's like I said, and either they've given up that 10 year, which we beg them that we need them in national development, or they've really satisfied what they wanted to do. They wanted to see this party, this government in power, and because they are teething national issues. You expect them to also help us solve. he being a man of God, no, spiritually, physically, he's talking about these things that, you know what, and these politicians come to your churches near there, and to tell them in their faces that a lot of Ghanaians are in abject poverty and they are suffering. Want to make sure be idea, but try to have initiatives that will alleviate a lot of the sufferings of Ghanaians. But you see, it's Professor Mate still around, because their death silence is deafening. I hear their silence more than they are talking. And see, I agree with this man that men of God should, you see, in everything, be truthful to their own self.
Into obi si why suffer when your politics are only Sani pani
why suffer into your politics. Now, but the Bible is even political. Even heaven cried out was politics. That is why they threw one person to earth, because he decided to rebel. He wanted that kinship. Suffer on what you see, it's the worst thing I want to hear. There's other reasons why you don't talk about politics rather than say my yes suffer. Now, even Saul, yes,
because you govern.
Yes, you.
Saul governed.
Exactly. David
governed.
Yeah,
Solomon governed.
Exactly. King Herod Munyano, Bible
governed.
Caesar, Bible recognize them as leaders. People, they are open to criticism. They can't always be right, but you can talk about it. And luckily for us, your democracy, meaning power belongs to the people. There be a monarch. But your type of politics, you talking to sane people with I don't want to say, you talking to people have taken the same back. People to change decide on who should rule them. They're very important.
Yeah.
To be a man of God, you command a lot of respect in the public space. People look up to you. You hear the voice of God. It's what I say, you will not talk about politics, auntie. When I'm not talking about politics in a mount, don't you live in a country?
Okay, yeah, that's
it. So I think this men of God, their silence is deafening. If they want to command the respect that they have still on podium talking, they need to criticize when it is due and praise when something good is going on. So I agree with this, Pastor Mensa. I'm not going to sorry, but I want people who are very vocal, who are very deep, who can say some of these things without fear or favor. That it looks like which is very, very bad. I spoke to them as people, human beings, and what they've done. They are anointed. I'm not talking about the anointing. I'm talking about where they decided to die with the devil, and they must dance to the music.
Yeah, that's it. Kalu?
Wakasaye, but Mrs. Major said, on the Casano or political affiliation, Biana. We go back as say, MPP for us also by Casa. No Casa for NDC. But what other fact I'm put it across and say, and you also for in an IB or Michael, because now you can't a salary for Marco. That's one I say.
Yeah.
No, Professor say, Akufo-Addo be in elections, and I say
last week,
over criticizes say, a no man koye light, a light, you know, and you could do so, as on what Casa do so, and no be or so about a manonia by Shenoma, and shooting no those kind of stuff. We need such people. Now, I'm say, I hope on a be actual, say, a president in Bedin, but President Yakuponi in Basu. Now, why no maybe a no, as walker. And here, Rev Mensah say, Papa, the actual challenge. Say, of movies are small cannons or bois, Mumbran Bakasa, because a normal Akufo-Addo government, no maybe or and Koye, a bisu Koye, but the Unkoye, you have to be bold and say it, right? Now, yet they be better because what Trana say. Bako about the now Kasa every now and then. Never Bakuba and why it India. Ghana because say the culture is so corrupt. Say, oh yeah, the papa cry for the cost of a man. No say Baku dear by all kind of Baku dear by can be back dear check Kase. They say one Kojiska. This will be an uncle Kojiska. And what we are expecting say Mensa Tabe those kind of pastors near Yabu Mudini Nano. You come out and tell us say the namu na moka but still on you say mo come by mo preacher amoka say nipa na perfect perfect in the ba so dem na be din church na it really aboy abra na be bia to akusu me sure say Akufo-Addo by the president no why bibia 100% Joe Biden and say crowd be there dey wa say am for so obo adwuma yesu so man how many percent 60%. I knew 70 and I'm 65 I knew 70 as so boy my power and me sure say Akufo-Addo I don't think say on only the no ebia any percentage more and the minister said be perfect, totally perfect. And he should come out and pastor phone we always exalt them in high esteem. Omo church no more train. And mama na bibia nya bia no mabeka. Ayesa Rev Mensah mo betu akisum say ni nuanom aso for bi mu eje kataside katashise anazo they are taking bribe of which onim say kro da team sa betumi amoska ma watumi amia wano. And he say we bia ho bida. And say bia o just work asem.
Unity Radio 103.9 Busuan ye kam say inu abema Prince Owusu Mensa na ye no your chna inu aba mata ne kunu afimu ya odeno ho nana Owusu Mensa ena na dodo na de frɛ no chna nyame ya aduma ena ye na yi 41 Providence Street dress code near black and red and black enti mama yi nyina ye nko chna na yintumi nkonkota yi nuaba mata echi ti mama yenhye no so ochina wia dumienu 12 o'clock to 10 p.m. enti se obekọ adwuma no pa time no be favor awia be favor anadwonso be favor. Let's all make it a point to go and help our sister because said the mekan no ono kunu ana oyiri tikuru mu no ofiri mu jawa ayade a asefem titiru ni se nkwada ba ti se miensansan ka ho eba nsa na ya asefem bebre tiabusua mama yenkyere odo na nipa hia nipa needing one another is basic. Prince Owusu ansa the ye yenu aba mata woni nkwada no so yemamo yako na ose ebimu ebisa se ebia na opese ordinary donation brand advance na moboa momemoa na we will really appreciate your generous donation because as I say abuana it me bring nkwala up na ema yenu abema Prince Owusu ansa hu sampa Worcester Ghanaian community na otim no a community that really cares for each other. In the cash app no Matvirt MATVIRT cash app unsa ubebo dollar sign sana wa Matvirt and azil no 508-667-6902 508-667-6902 zil no so frɛ no so a anasa send this cafe no so a ne nsabi tumi account but for the most part ochina mama yi nyina yinkonko hia na yenkɔkyerɛ dɔm fa nkyerɛ yenu abema Prince na baby onyame edina kosi bia no said mpanifo kasa saman ewo ho ampa otwa nani behwe na chia hu sampa community na odem no we stand for one another. Yami shromu nyina sa ochina mobeba amano IFA. All COVID-19 protocols would be observed into uba making sure say any day kwan so obefa mask ede aba na wabo ho ban na wabo adofo no so aka no nyina ne wabusuafo nyina so ho eban into 12 o'clock to 10 p.m. Mama Yenshano so yenu aba mata will be there to support in our numbers. God richly bless you. Now children in times like this. Sanso ena ochina na ochwe ena yenu aba Mabel quarantine one nikunu Captain Martin quarantine so tena eyipa so aye yenu aba Mabel ma me ni yenu aba yi abom said the mekan no so tro mienu yese man ni hane yenu aba Mabel quarantine ne maame Madam Lily Grace Amabakes FM na ebra omutwa adwuna na ne aba Christian Akufin so asan FM tiaye 2 in 1 eya asefem sempa nti nyame yadmo china na otwe ono so yekona yi ewo eye 617 Lincoln Pentecost na ewo Lincoln Street as Emmanuel Assembly eho na otena se na wanum sikasa eja ne maame ni ni aba enso ekwan ochese atade a yebehye aba dress code said ya ye canon eye black and red tuntum ane koko etese inuaba Prince inuaba matan so eye ni kunu Prince eye na the same dress code red and black and as black and red timoma yenhano so na ochina yingoja inuaba mata na yinkokura inuaba ma Prince chikura nye na eye na next week inuaba Mabel quarantine so ye o maame ne sister eye edru ha mama yinkoja no na enye fefefe isanse owu no ayenkoja abrabo no so Sani ebono ene na atu nua ade chana ato sana we can escape death and we can escape such things. The only thing is in drew so until drew bi so ano akoboa no say de kyerɛ ne ka sɛ nyamesompa ne sɛ yɛkɔboa kunafo ene enwusia awon dabrem temoma yenkyerɛ dɔ mfa nkyerɛ nua ba mata ɔkyena na yɛnkɔkyekye ne re ɔno ni kunafo ene nkwada nua ba ma Prince agya ɔmakyiri na nyame yadma o yes ama obi no na nyame nso ahwɛ so de ahyiraw ne wasefo nyame nhyira yi nyinaa sɛ bɛsa ama IFFF Ote Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempebe ho asem Worcester Massachusetts ena Ote Ken Kalusha idino Ote abeka so nimbobo ogina park so wasan papa untimi nshego Ote Lian and so enka Unity Radio ya Tony ba ko pe guy too much Ote ono so nka nyame ya adma ya no obehia ochina oze
we are turning now your guy crime in filu so we zoom guyness to have my have me in there. Okay. Yes. It's me.
To the Lian baby also.
Oh yes. I mean, she's an epitome of a
guy. Also a guy. Obi a guy. They also support.
Why should I'm a human being? I have to pick and choose. I don't let.
But I thought you were just telling the pastors not to be selective.
Pastors and some are pastors.
The clergy and the religious this thing. When they speak, they shake the foundation, and it is only the church that will address meaningfully the canker going on, and they want to silence all credible voices. Now, today we will reveal everything to you. This question has, direct relation with the pronouncements of Reverend Professor Martin.
So, Professor, I say when the church, it is only the church that can shake the foundation.
Yes.
When the church speaks, the people listen, the politicians listen.
So why is he not speaking now? Because everything is good? Okay, maybe everything is fine. I'm worried. He's not.
Lumba so ba America OTA station, man.
Yeah, you know when you need to. No, what choice?
Oh, okay.
That is Lumba. Shamiba America, USA, Minya Baby and TSA Unity Radio. That is Lumba here. Shamiba America, USA, Minya Baby and TSA Unity Radio.
I wish I had mercy. Enjoy your weekend. Yami Adma Mubisha Monday. Until then, Nadia, enjoy the rest of the weekend. Peace be with you and your family and everybody listening to us, both home and abroad. Yami Shamo, Akramo. Ken Kalusha say, and there, well, we need the number be our friend because another Friday. Oko J. Egum, Jose.
The big Jim say, I did.
Because we are no yet more Guinness.
Yes.
I better need GBO. Ono Yiska, Oyisa. Omo no me pre for. So ni mo bia no yet more Ghana brewer.
Yes.
Omo Yiska. The cash. Onza o hwe na no say cash ni wo ho.
Temu.
Temu Kalusha number no one friend na wa ha ho. Ya kra mabuzafo.